ladies today.
All right, so
We could start a pillow fight at the dinner.
yeah. Okay, I'm not sure how I'm going to adjudicate that, but I'm sure it's going to be fun. All right, so you guys have organised now what weaponry you will be concealing about yourselves. You have all freshened up, and done your hair, and you are now ready to come downstairs. As you do, the first thing that you see is Irina done up. It looks like she's put a bit of effort in. That's her there, looking the part.
Hey, Irina.
Oh, wow. Where did she have that dress?
She went shopping, didn't she?
Wow.
Oh, wow. She does look good done up.
Us. Told you I don't like her.
I've never looked at her that way before.
And so she's quite stunning, and clearly a number of the patrons of the early evening part of, the sort of just after dusk tavern staff and patrons are sort of keenly eyeing her off until the rest of you walk in, and you. What do you guys want to do while you're waiting for this escort that was promised to appear? Does anyone remember? An hour after nightfall, or an hour after dusk.
And is it an hour and after dusk now?
No, it's just a bit after dusk. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go to the bar and I'll order us all a round of drinks.
Right.
Sounds
okay.
Good.
Well, Danica, the bar lady is clearly there. You guys are all on the map. Everyone's okay. You can control your relative icons. Yep. Have you worked out which of you is being punished and controlling Fisk?
I don't think I'm up there.
I can do it.
I sense.
Uh-oh.
I sense.
That bodes well.
Impending.
Bye, Daddy.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm not up
You're
there.
You're not there.
Oh, that's all right.
That's odd. Let me. I thought I saw you before. Cage the mate.
Yeah, I might be under someone.
Oh, look, I'm under Irina. Oh, hang on, I've put you on the new line. Right, there you go. You should be there now. Cage has mystically appeared.
Yep.
Okay. All right. There's a bit of a table. You recognise some of the patrons from earlier.
Okay. Just smile nicely.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
I'll ask Irina to put the drinks on the tab. Yeah.
So, what are we hoping to get out of this dinner?
The door opens and a gentleman enters. He moves directly to sort of the corner of the bar, almost next to you, Wolfrel, and basically just makes himself quite at home. It's quite clear that Danica Martikov recognises him or knows him, and he. Just trying to get a quick picture for you. I wonder if that works there. Let's see if that works. There we go. He's quite well dressed, and he doesn't really say anything. And Danica just automatically produces a glass of wine, and then brings him within about a minute a meal.
Oh, I'll ask Danica who that is.
See, you want to know who the gentleman is at the end of the bar. That's Mr. Rictavo. He's travelled here. He's a stranger to these lands like yourselves, yes? Do you know him?
Okay. Rictavo, that rings a bell.
Isn't he familiar with magical arts?
No, I've known such interest. Anything like that is, of course, banned here in Vallaki. As you know, the Baron Vargas Velakovic, I love these words. Baron Vargas Velakovic has banned anything to do that might attract the devil, the one, you know. But Mr. Rictavo has been with us about a month now. He's turned up and yeah, he's a good customer. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the guy that has been staying here while we have been. He's upstairs too, right?
And this is correct. Now, would you like anything to go with your wine? Will you be having a meal tonight? You are all looking very flash. I assume that you have dressed for the Blue Water Inn's evening meal, no?
Sadly,
Ah,
no. I'll let Danica know that we've been invited out to Lady Wachter's
no, I
house,
see.
and I'll ask her what can we expect. Does she know Lady Wachter
I
very
don't
well?
really know her personally, but Lady Wachter is a very powerful woman here. And she leans in. She goes, "Yes, best you keep discreet to meet with Lady Wachter. The Baron and Lady Wachter, not so close. In fact, not very friendly at all.
That's her?
I, yes,
Okay.
they two old families, power and money and yeah, opposite opinions on things. I think Lady Wachter and her, shall I say, friends? Yes, they often gather together, I believe, and have dinners and such things. But I think the Baron is concerned they plot against him, and but I think he is too scared to do anything that might untangle the neat balance that there is here in Vallaki. Things have been okay. The festivals and they have no problem here for some long time. This is the way.
Okay. Sweet. Okay. And just remind me, we're going to do that run to collect the wine, aren't we? We haven't done that yet, right?
I'm sure you would remember the winery run. That was the DM,
Right.
not Danica.
No, we didn't do that without you. Don't worry.
Yeah, I was like going,
Him.
But yes, didn't we agree we were going to do that pretty
Yes, you
soon?
spoke to my husband, Erwin. You said to him that you would travel to his family's winery and see what has happened to the deliveries. We are nearly out. And she turns around and sort of pats the large barrels, and you hear a sort of almost, sort of mostly empty echo from the barrels.
Oh, well, that's tragic. I think I'll talk to the
Yeah.
party and see if we can leave tomorrow.
As soon as they run out, we'll leave.
Oh,
All right, thank you. Thanks for
Are they the hunters at the bar still?
Yes, the two hunters that hunt the bulls and bring the meat. Interestingly, you note that Rictavo has now sort of almost finished his meal.
Rictavo sounds like retardo.
That's the most Beavis and Butthead thing that's been said on this so far.
Rictavio.
Sorry, I've been thinking about this the whole time.
Go on, Dunk. Rictavo's.
Rictavio.
Retardo, yes.
Retardo.
Continue.
He wraps up a large piece of meat that he's taken off his plate. He wraps it up in some material, and then he takes 2 apples and places that in another sort of handkerchief and wraps that up as well, and sort of discreetly places them in his pocket. This is what you notice, Wolfrel, because you're like right next to him. Yeah, you're still just sort of coming to terms with just how goddamn gorgeous Irina is, and just like,
And where's old mate?
which is who?
Fisk.
Oh, Fisk. Could we say that? Any better? That was fantastic.
I'll see if I can make some conversation with Rick Tardo.
Yep.
Maybe just
It just
Rick
rolled off.
Tardo, Rick Tardo, Rick Tardo.
It just rolled off your tongue so well. Like it's always been like this.
I don't know where Fisk is, but I'll bring him on again. There he is. Do you have?
I reckon
You should have control of him.
up some
Let me just check. All players can edit and control him, and all players can see him. So you should be good to go there.
Awesome.
Okay. Rick Tavo then stands up and begins to walk out the room.
Can I ask him if he's staying in the hotel, in the tavern?
It's lady. Good evening, young lady. I see you are new here to town.
Yes, we are.
What is your name, by chance?
I'm gonna wander up and join him.
Wolfro.
It is a great pleasure to meet you. I am Rick Tavo, a traveling carnival operator. I've come to Valaki to entertain the locals here. What about you? What brings you to Valaki?
We're just doing a bit of tourism, seeing the sights. We heard that there were a lot of festivals here and that we might come and see what the city has to offer.
And he sits back down.
Hey, Rick Tavo. I'm
Cage, you're 20 feet away.
Oh, yeah, I've got to move my guy.
So, in the meantime, he sits down
right,
back with you, Wolfrall, before his Cage makes his way past the crowded patrons of the inn. He goes, I see, this is strange to hear. There are not too many strangers to this land. I myself am one. I have come from a very distant land, but a very long and great journey to get here. Very difficult at times, I would say, too. What about your journey here? Where is home for you, Wolfrall?
Oh, in the forests far from here. And to be honest, this wasn't really where we were heading, but we ended up here unexpectedly. And we're making the best of things and just seeing what there is to see.
Unexpectedly? What do you mean by that?
Oh, we were sailing and our ship was caught in a storm.
I see. And shipwrecked here on the coast of Barovia.
Yes.
This is not an uncommon story I have heard in my time in this land. Have you met any of the lords or barons or the rulers of this land at all in your travels?
We've met Lord Vasily here in the city, and he's been very friendly to us.
Vasily. I see. What was your impression of Lord?
Do you know him?
Have you met him yet? Occasion met Vasily. What is your impression?
And what's your take on him? We don't know him very well yet, really.
I do not know how to take Lord Vasily. A cold man he is to me. But perhaps you have the finer features and the recently cut hair. So, maybe Vasily will be of more interest to you. Or your sort of horned friend next to you. Hello.
Oh, I'll introduce Starfire to my new friend Rick Tavo.
First, next to you is Ia.
Yep. Oh, is that Ia? Sorry.
Starfire's deep in conversation with Danny.
Ia, meet Rick Tavo.
He leans forward. He's a more elderly gentleman, but he leans forward and flashes you a very sincere smile. And then he turns to you, Cage, as you approach, and he goes, "Yes, I see another of your friends is here. Several of your friends here. Is that the burgomaster of Barovia's daughter over there talking to that young man?"
Oh no, that's our friend Sally.
Where did
Nice
where,
name,
so can I
My
Sally.
just
wife.
out of where did you get Sally from?
We used it 2 games ago.
Yeah.
Did you?
So it kind of stuck.
That's really interesting. My other Curse of Strahd group last night came up with Sally as a cover name for Irina. So maybe they're
Really?
cheating and watching because they're behind you guys. It's like
Maybe they are, because we definitely came up with it. I can't remember who came up with that, but it was
Yeah, that
definitely
was
used a
ages
couple of
that's
ago.
games ago.
freaky. There you go. Yeah, we've just switched to in person. Our last night was our first in person game since February or something. Yeah.
Oh wow. How
Oh,
did
look,
that go?
yeah,
Fun?
they went. I actually, normally I'm great in person in terms of DMing. Well, I say so myself, but I felt it wasn't that great because I felt, I've got so used to Roll20 and this digital product. I didn't struggle a bit. It was good. It was a good game, but I certainly realised I need to, transition better back to real life. Rick, Rictavo, yes. Sally, I see. She's not the Baron's Baron of Barovia's daughter, then, no?
No, a few people have asked us that, but apparently there's some uncanny similarity, but no, it's definitely not her.
Just lookalikes.
Uncanny indeed. Well, I must be off. Hello, sir. It's wonderful to meet you. Please do not consider me rude, but I have some errands to do now at this time of the day. And that's to you, Cage. He gets up and he makes his way past you. Has a good look at Irina. And almost to the point of being slightly uncomfortable good look at Irina. And what I mean by that is that clearly she's wearing something that would attract attention. But there was he was not interested in in that aspect of his gaze at her. There was certainly something else to the gaze that um, you certainly noticed. Someone else might just think he's a dirty old man checking out Irina, but you noticed that his gaze was um, not interested in that aspect, more interested in something else. And with that,
more that he has recognized her clearly.
he steps up into the threshold, and as the door opens, another gentleman enters, and he stands there, and he looks quite formally attired. He looks like an older version of like a page boy, almost like a butler, something in between. Well dressed, doesn't really fit the stock standard bar patron, but he's standing there and he's looking towards you all. And does anyone look back? Who's that?
Yes.
Sorry, Starfire, or was that Wolfrall?
That was Wachter.
He gives you a nod like that, and remains standing in the doorway.
Do I notice this guy come in, Duncan? Okay, I'll go up to him and I'll just ask who he's here for.
He looks at you with an absolutely painfully deadpan, giving nothing away.
All right, okay.
And he says, Miss Starfire, I am here to escort you and your friends to Lady Fiona Wachter's residence for dinner this evening, I believe. This is my duty. I am at your disposal to depart when you are ready and your friends are ready. I shall meet you outside. I will wait to the just to the side near the well. And with that, he turns almost like as if he's doing a military drill, and it's almost like you hear his feet snap to attention, and he exits the building.
Exit stage right.
Okay, I'll round up the team. Say our ride's here.
So as we eventually leave,
before we
Duncan, I'm just going to be very try to subtly check out the hunters, what they do, whether they pay any attention to us or follow us.
Sure. Okay, give me a perception roll as you do it, and the rest of you guys are willing to fall out. Irina is chatting to a woman at the table there.
Yes.
Sorry, I was just looking for out. Where is out? Out is this way?
Yeah.
That way. Okay, so the guy should be out here near the well.
Mustafa, so good of you to come. Are your colleagues coming, or is it just you this evening?
No, they're coming. They're just a little slow.
I just want to chat to... Okay.
They're just, one last look in the mirror.
We're coming.
We're not slow, we're Rictavo.
Hey, before we go, what... okay, Wolfril, before we go, what actually are we wanting to find out when we go?
I was paying attention to these hunters over near the stairs at the other end of the room, over here.
Yep.
And I just want to get a feel for whether they're paying attention to us or might follow us. That was what my role was for.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, when we go and talk to Vasily, is there anything we're trying to find out in particular?
I'm actually really concerned that he's a really bad dude and we're all going to die.
No, we're not all going to die, but somebody might.
Yeah. Won't be us.
True.
No.
True, but
maybe a short, annoying halfling, but it's fine. It's not us.
Blood may be spilled.
Yeah, but that's why we're carrying some concealed weapons.
Sacrifices might need to be made.
Okay.
I'm just a bit worried the way he covered up the whole thing at the coffin shop, really. What the whole deal is there? Who he's covering up for?
Because he's crazy.
Is that like Crazy Hot? Is that like the female version of the Matrix,
I was thinking more along the lines he's probably a vampire and going to eat us, but sure. Alrighty, let's hit it.
Is Irina coming with us? I mean, Sally?
Irina comes and waits dutifully in the underneath the out the front of the building next to you, Wolfrol. Okay, we are good to go. I am Ernst Lanok. I am here to guide you to Lady Wachter's home, and we shall make our way to Lady Wachter's. It is a short walk. Please stay close to me. Velaki is mostly safe at night due to Vargas's overzealous guards under the command of that beast of a thing, Isaac. Have you seen him at all?
Don't know. What does Isaac look like?
You will not miss him. He is corrupted in his hand. It is the hand of a demon. And Vargas turns a blind eye to everything else that is perhaps a little of the unknown. It is destroyed upon sight, yet this thing that he has as the captain of his guard is is allowed to exist. Yes, shall we? Please follow me all. And he now strikes a lantern.
Oh, well, you've got a
Maybe
lantern?
he's a really nice person.
Cool. Good prop.
It'd be even better if it's...
Why can't I see
There
this?
We go. Oh.
Nice.
Anyway, there it is. Why is that not... That's weird. There we go. How's that? Lantern?
It's awesome.
Very good.
That's great. Right. Prop used. Imagine that. The party, I assume you're all on the map now? Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The party follows Ernst. He's now very quiet, and he walks at quite a slow and deliberate pace, almost as if he's marching in slow time. Wolfrel, as you departed, you noticed that the two gentlemen who were the hunters at the Blue Water Inn, the wolf hunters, they really have no interest in you. In fact, they were talking to a young lass quite intently, and were seen to be sort of searching for some coin. So
good to know.
Yeah. And they certainly are not following you. In fact, as best that you can see, no one is following you. Ernst continues his journey up now north, and because the town's on a bit of a rise, looking to the north, you see what can be described as this body of water, this large lake. You did see it on the road as you approached Vallaki, to the north there, but it's quite prominent, sitting in amongst the sort of mountains and the hills, and the moon is sort of peeking out just occasionally from behind the clouds. You make your way up towards what you believe to be Lady Fiona Wachter's home. Just give me 1 second. Apologies for taking so long. Okay. That's of no help whatsoever. Okay. Shortly, you arrive before what is an impressive and stately home.
Ooh, that's not creepy at all.
Only slightly. Looks like Beauty and the Beast.
Oh, I like the red eye on the horse. Is there really a horse with a red eye there?
No. We do our best.
No.
We do our best to to generate visuals that.
That's just a passing stranger.
Yeah, it's
passing stranger.
Just
like
checking.
when the imps sort of flashed some light, to colour in the image. It just reflected off the back of the retina. Sure, it looks...
the old red eye effect.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Phew.
And
because I wasn't going in there if there are red horses out the front.
Nothing to be concerned about at all, other than the volume sneaks up on that. My apologies.
No. Okay.
And Wachter House. We begin the journey to the Wachter House. Let me orientate you all. You are...
Have you been here before, Cage? To this house?
No, you have not.
Oh, good news.
I think Fisk will have to do a bit of wandering during dinner. try and sneak out.
I think that's a great plan.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys on the map? Can you guys see stuff?
I see. Oh, hold on.
I see nothing, but that could just be me.
Just you. I was black, but you just have to scroll around to the other side.
Okay. Found it.
Edge to the left.
Nice garden.
Only a little bit creepy.
Yeah.
Have we been able to make any conversation with our guide?
Well, I don't know how hard I might have been perceived at trying to elongate the walk up to facilitate that, but no, you didn't. Because
okay,
no one actually tried. So I don't know. It's like three cutscenes. There was it's a long way up. He seems to be marching.
We still have time.
There's the lake.
Hang on.
Here's the house, and here you are.
We're still in the garden. We're still outside. I'll ask Ernst. Has he worked for Lady Wachter for very long?
Where am I?
So yeah, you're right at the back. Yep.
Oh, there I am. I see.
So is everyone there? Is the first question. Yep. There you go.
Yep.
And Ernst is at the front. So this is good. Okay.
Okay. So I'll ask Ernst, has he worked for Lady Wachter for a while?
He sort of makes a guttural sort of and he goes, please come. The house awaits you up here. And he sort of continues on and doesn't.
Okay, I'll ask him, is he going to walk us back home tonight as well?
I will be available to escort you back to the Blue Water Inn at your leisure, either as all of you or some of you. This is up to you.
Okay.
You should probably wait for all of us.
Yeah, I hope
he
so.
Waits,
I think
he
this
waits.
Is some Dorian.
He waits at the thing, and he sort of calls back to you. He says, "Please come this way." You can see that there's some candles. You saw in that imagery that there's the front entry is well lit. The rest of the house does look a little dark, but I showed you it before. Did you want me to show you it again?
No, that's okay.
We have the technology to do this. So yeah, so he's sort of that's him waiting there in the shadow, in the sort of bright entryway.
And is that garden we can see off to behind this dead tree?
Yes. Mr. Cage.
Is there actually
Mr. Cage
a little path there like it's shown?
Yes, there is.
So as we walk past that little path, I'm just going to walk into the garden and go, oh, a garden. I love gardens. And just wander in and see what I can see.
Give me a perception check. You see that the gardens are well tended. They are sort of growing what you would expect here in Barovia, mostly sort of vegetables or some sort of beetroot type, underground vegetable, given the poor daylight conditions that seem to afflict this place. Doesn't seem to have much pestilence or rodent problem. Seems well kept. The windows on the house are heavily draped, yet you can tell that the two that are sort of facing you, there is some flickering candle or light behind it. Dim flickers reach round perhaps the shadows. Well, sorry, the drapes, creating shadows. Yeah.
But nothing overtly disturbing.
Hope not.
Roll for overtly disturbing. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right.
So the rest of you are down there at the garden. Are you all coming?
Overtly
Are you all
undisturbed.
coming into the home?
Yeah, Cage and I are already there by the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Where is the stairs?
Try and
there.
drag. Oh, I can't drag Arena.
Wachter, leave her there. Dead weight.
Ernst says there is a small entry area where perhaps you can wipe your boots or remove your boots. They will be okay there. The servants will clean them during dinner and refresh them. So if you wish to leave your footwear in the entry area, you are most welcome to do that.
Just before everyone goes in, whilst everyone's like heading towards the door, Fisk is going to slink around quickly and just have a quick recon.
Cool.
Okay.
You want to be invisible for an hour?
I don't know how to roll as recon. Maybe we'll make someone else invisible because old mate seems to have pretty good stats. So it's probably worth more on someone who doesn't have as good stats.
Cool.
Maybe Starfire
Yeah.
probably needs to be invisible. Or
Try to hide the tail, maybe. Yeah.
cast disguise.
Can you just make her tail invisible?
Some of the scales.
And then the rest of me will pass just fine.
Yeah.
Selective invisibility.
So did you want me to roll something for Fisk? I can do that on his character sheet.
What? Well, yeah. I don't know if I can roll for him. I think I can.
Yeah, just open. You've got D&D Beyond open. Just open his
Yeah,
character.
I've got his.
Yeah.
What would you like me to roll for?
So first stealth, and then perception.
Okay.
At this stage, Ernst is talking to Starfire Cage. Here is there. Irina was also up there. She just slips in front of Ear there. Did you notice that? Takes the opportunity to just step in.
Yeah.
And Ernst goes, perhaps the entry area is quite tight. Perhaps only one or two of you at a time shall go through. One of the staff will be there, and they will take you through to the main dining area. Do you have any questions?
No.
One or two at a time.
Yes,
Okay.
this is a logistics issue with this house. It's clearly the architect has made this sort of open, sort of entry area, the vestibule, a little tight, shall we say? Yeah.
I think you should go through with me, Sally. I wanted to talk to you about something before we go in.
Sure. I'll say to Ernst after you, and I'll follow.
Wow, what is that?
I'll let Ernst go first.
Did anyone else just get like a rumbling?
A motorcycle.
Right.
I heard that. Yeah, it wasn't at my end.
Oh, sorry, that's up my street.
Right. Okay, cool.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. I was just wondering what the heck that was.
Someone else throwing in sound effects.
Yeah, that's right. I'm in charge of sound effects. So who's going in first? Sorry.
I'll go first. So I was just indicating to Ernst to go ahead of me. I'm like after you.
I shall remain out here, and I shall be waiting here until you are ready to move. Katarina is waiting inside the vestibule for you. And as you look in, you can see that the front door opens into this narrow vestibule, and there's sort of 3 stained glass doors in wooden frames that lead beyond it.
Okay. Right, I'll go through.
Good evening,
Is
ma'am.
someone going with you?
May I assist you in removing your footwear?
Okay. Sure.
She drops down to her knees and assists you to take your shoes off. And she says, may I ask your name?
I will introduce myself as Starfire.
And she scribbles something on a piece of paper twice and drops each scrap of note into either shoe and places them behind her.
Very
She stands back
organised.
up and then she opens the door and invites you to move through into the next room.
So going that way?
Yep, just north. 1 square.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
1 square. What?
Just waiting for the others.
Like
Yeah.
if I say 1 square, you move 1 square. That's like the DM. It's like,
There you
there you
go.
go,
1
1
square.
square. It's not hard, you know. So she indicates that you should take the left-hand door. Lady Wachter is waiting in the dining room for you.
Okay. I will go into the dining
You may go
room.
2 squares and wait.
And wait.
Cage. Good evening, sir. Can I assist you with your footwear?
What if I want to leave it on?
If you wish to leave them on, she quickly turns, drops down and picks something up, and she turns back and she's got a very small, delicate brass bucket with a brush in it and some water. And she goes, would you please allow me to clean your shoes from the mud and the muck of the streets of Valaki?
Sure, go for
And
it.
she drops down and she starts to, she asks to sort of grabs your ankle and tries to lift it up.
Yeah, I'll lift my ankle up. That's fine. Yep.
She washes underneath that shoe, then asks for the next one. Do you let her lift that ankle up as well?
Yeah, she can go for it. Yep.
Cool. No worries. And then drops it down. She stands up and she invites you to take 1 square into the north and then go 3 squares of your determination to the left.
Thank you.
Hello.
Who's that?
This is Trouble. He's chirping away. It's very attention-seeking, aren't you?
Big.
Yeah, you could hear that cat hit the floor. It was like, poof.
God. Yeah, he's delicate. He's a delicate petal. He's such a boy. Da, neposlušný. Neposlušný kot. Da. Nieto.
Sorry, guys. Okay, who's next? Irina goes through the process.
Well, I'll follow Irina.
And Irina enters the room.
I want to keep eyes on Irina.
You don't trust her either.
Well, I'm not sure whether they'll do something to her. What did she do shoe-wise?
Do you know what type of shoes was she wearing? Do you remember? There's
Probably really nice ones.
There's 1 pair of shoes in there.
Surely she was wearing Crocs.
I was going to say, if they're big old dirty dragon feet sized boots, they'll be mine, as opposed to Irina's delicate little slippers.
Wolfroll.
Okay, I'm going in.
Okay. There's 1 pair of boots in there. They seem quite a large size. Katerina introduces herself. Welcome, madam, to the Wachter household. Would you be removing your footwear, or shall I assist you to clean them?
What does the lady of the house prefer?
It is most customary that you generally will keep your footwear on and allow me to clean it. But some
that would be great.
people.
Thank you.
Oh, okay then, no problem. And she then sort of curtsies down, picks a bucket up, asks to lift your foot up. She grabs your ankle. Do you let her lift it up?
Yes.
Okay. She cleans, puts it down. She grabs your other ankle. Do you allow her to lift it up?
Yes.
Cleans it. Stands back up, opens the door. You can now go 1 square north and 4 squares of your determination to the left. Okay, who is next?
Me, I guess. I will walk in. I will allow this crazy man to.
It's a woman.
All right. I will allow this crazy woman to clean my shoes.
She says, as you wish, ma'am. She seems a little taken back by your form, a little hesitant, but then quite quite confidently, she ducks down and grabs your ankle. Do you allow her to lift it up?
Probably. Yeah, I'll allow her to lift it up.
She lifts it up. Who have we lost? We just lost Nikki. What's going on?
I'm still here.
Oh, okay. You've just turned
Sorry.
your video off.
I'll be back visually in a minute.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
I'm listening though.
Is that you eating?
Maybe. I'm not actually eating. I'm raiding the kitchen though.
All right. No worries. That must be Tim then.
Tim's got his snacks out.
Someone's crunching away in the background there.
I've gone AWOL.
That's it. So move in there, yeah. So yes, she finishes with that boot. Do you take the next boot?
Well, I'm not going to walk around one mud-footed, am I?
She lifts your foot up by the ankle and cleans your shoes. Places your foot back down, stands up, and allows you to enter 1 square north and 4 squares of your choosing to the west.
Oh, I thank her and move forward. Where did we land on old mate's recon mish?
Well, what were you doing? So he stealthed away.
Yeah.
He is doing what?
I'm guessing he's looking around the property, seeing if there's any, people around, booby traps, anything out of the ordinary.
Well, move him around. What are you doing?
I think have Fisk do a block around the house. Just have him do
just a little runner.
Yeah, just to run around the house, see if there's anything obvious.
All right, let's have a look. Boom, boom, boom.
So it's gardens, like I indicated. You see Ernst. Do you see Ernst?
Yeah.
He goes, he's standing there as if he's awaiting you.
Oh.
He goes, Mr. Fisk of the first cabin, I believe that this is the servant's entrance, and you are an esteemed guest of Lady Wachter. Perhaps I can escort you back to the main entrance where you will be made welcome and felt to be quite important at some point in your life.
Okay. It's all right. I'll walk back around. I just got a bit lost, a bit clumsy. Everyone's so quick. I'm so small.
I see. I shall follow you to make sure that this clumsiness does not lead to any misfortune.
Alrighty.
Are you intending on? I see. You're very fast. All right.
Yeah.
And Ernst is almost instantaneously back at the front door. He goes, Mr. Fisk, I shall see you later. If you do any wandering around, if there's something you're looking for, you should only just ask for me by my name. A soft whisper, and I shall be at your service to assist you as you may require. If you have some further questions about the gardens or the servant entrance.
Thank you.
You are most.
Wow.
Is Ernst okay?
Ernst is fine.
Fucking Ernst.
Is the DM okay?
DM's fine. No, he goes, "You are most well."
And Fisk says super cheerfully, because he is quite miniature, he goes, "Awesome, cheers, lad, love it, love your work. I'll catch you around, mate." And then he walks in. He doesn't even look at him. Just like says like blank. He's to the side. That's that guy there. He just goes, "Awesome, great, thanks, mate. See you later," and just walks forward. Out, bitched.
To be back in
Now.
your 20s, you know, when you're competitively bitchy, you are
Yeah.
all over it.
Yeah.
I've completely forgotten that.
Me too. I didn't even know it was a thing.
I had a girl the other day who I've known for like 2 years go, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. What's your name again?" And I was like,
Oh, nice.
"Power move. I see you.
Yeah.
Think again."
What name did you give her?
Sarah.
Good one.
Next time he's Sally.
Yeah.
Irina, go the full hog.
I know, and her name's Nadia, and I was like, "Oh my God, don't even worry about it, Nadina."
That's the one.
Good one. Nice work.
That is very good.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Okay, so is Fisk of the first cabin going in?
Fisk of the first cabin is going in.
Okay.
He just kicks off his boots at the door and just walks straight past the chick.
Oh, he's on a roll.
He just takes off his boots, chucks her a nod, and then walks forward.
She gives him a sly smile. Got to work on your sly smiles, Matty. Could be where you're going wrong there.
They're not
that's
sly.
Right. And Fisk joins the table. Once you have all assembled, Lady Wachter, who you see is sitting by the fire against the northern wall, if you haven't yet determined that. It is very good to see all of you here, she says, and let me just show you what she looks like. Just when Tim thought he was going for the young ones, up comes Lady Fiona Wachter. Hey?
Oh, wow. She's impressive.
She carries herself incredibly well and has a striking poise and presence. She steps towards the fireplace, if I get onto the right layer, and basically comes to this part of the room where she sees pretty much all of you.
Okay.
She walks very gracefully, and her voice is very soothing. Lady Wachter indicates that you should all move towards the dining table.
I will thank her for a kind invitation and make some quick introductions to who we
My
are.
dear Starfire, introductions are not required this evening. I feel I know all of you very well, for it has been foretold that you shall all arrive and come to this place of Valaki. It is my great pleasure to host you this evening, and I look forward to learning more about you. Now, if you would all be so kind to take a seat. The staff will be in shortly with some canapes. I prefer that we remain seated during dinner rather than chit-chat. It is best if we're all at the table and we can all have a wonderful evening to converse. I am keen to learn much about all of you, but as I said in my opening remarks, it is as if I have known you for some time. And with that, she now sort of gracefully glides to the head of the table and invites you to all take a seat. Irina takes a seat over here.
Is Lord Vasily not coming?
Lord Vasily will be here, I would imagine, momentarily. He has some business to attend and then will join us. In the meantime, may I offer you some starters, and a lady who you recognize, who looks very similar to Katerina, enters the room, but it's not Katerina. Katerina's got a little bit, at this stage, a little bit of mud all over her dress last you saw her. But this seems to perhaps be some sort of sibling or a twin or something like that. They're very close. Lady Wachter goes, Cariza is here to serve us, and she has brought some hors d'oeuvres to begin this evening, and we shall have some wine as well. So Karina places a plate in front of you that has some small amount of bread. It has some cheese, and it has a couple of sort of crushed up cloves of garlic on the plate. And what looks like perhaps a blob of butter or curd or lard or something. You suspect it's probably not lard, given the status of the family, but it's certainly not butter that we'd get down at Woolies at 2 for 1. So it's somewhere in between.
Keto.
It's not keto.
Be like me.
She then goes over and grabs some wine, and she pours everyone out a glass of wine, and then sort of stands off to a side. Lady Wachter lifts her glass and says, "Welcome to my household. It is wonderful to have you arrive safely, as it has been foretold. Good health to you all." And she raises her glass and takes a sip, just like this. This is the best part of role play.
Of course
Can
it
I have
is.
a good sniff of my glass as I raise it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we also take a good sniff,
What are you checking
right?
for? Do you want to do a nature check? You're seeing if it's poisoned?
Some cyanide, just making sure.
So,
And is it poisoned? Is it wine? Is it blood?
it looks to be wine. I'm going to allow you to do nature checks if you want to sort of smell it and sniff it. So it's a nature check.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's some of the best wine that Starfire's ever seen. She's like, what are you all doing with the wine? Like,
down, down.
Exactly.
Wolferall,
Starfire.
Wolferall, you...
Pace yourself.
This isn't that $3 hidden gem stuff, alright? Just calm down.
Is anyone else checking the wine? You don't have to, just let me know, just so I know what I'm doing.
God, who gets poisoned and who doesn't?
We've been training her long enough that surely she would check it first.
Yeah, we'll check. Well, we're all looking at.
Yeah,
We're all looking at Wolfrol and just waiting for like the nod of it's good.
I'll be like, dope.
So who else is giving me a nature check? No one else is giving me a nature check.
Yep, I will.
Yeah. I think Fisk is usually paranoid enough. He would want to do one as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure he would.
And Fisk is like me. Great wine.
It's so damn good.
Yeah. What are you worried about?
All of us are just like, hump. Wolfrol's like, wait, smell the bouquet.
Yeah. Is this a
Starfire, this
19?
isn't that party at uni where they had the Goonies hanging from the clothesline.
Damn it. No
Goon
Goon
of
of Fortune. Yeah, Goon Roulettes. Why
Great.
can't we play that?
All right.
That's
I think
Starfire.
Duncan's left us in
Yeah, no,
disgust.
sorry. Okay, so you've all had your wine? Has everyone had wine?
Goon of Fortune.
Did anyone not
Yeah.
drink the
Yeah.
wine?
Well, did it seem okay?
Have you checked your chat on Skype?
Oh, chat.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Oh shit. We are all going to die.
It's okay. Wolfrook can heal at least one or two of us, I think.
This is
Maybe.
why I said we all should have just like looked at her and waited for the nod. You
It's because we
fucked up.
trusted in our own stuff. We're like, it's fine.
Mm.
Besides, you're a tiefling. I'm sure Ia's got like a,
Can you send it to the messenger chat as well, Doug?
Yeah, I can't seem to access
If I need
that.
to send you something, Tim, I will.
Sorry. I can't get it
Yeah,
up
it's on
on
your
the...
Skype chat, Nikki. Do you need me to send it on Messenger to you?
Yeah, I think so.
I can't bring up Skype chat right this second.
Yeah, don't worry, Tim. There's
I'm not getting your
Yes.
video. I'm not getting your video, and I can see I've got something, but I can't find it
right.
anywhere.
It's not on my Skype chat.
no, it's
Okay. Oh, right. I thought you were saying it was like, whoop, everyone's.
Poor Tim, he's just like, oh, it wasn't for me.
Yeah, I've got nothing here.
It's like when the postman walks up your path with a big box and it's next doors and you go, oh, not my Amazon.
Or when you're like super hungry at a restaurant and the waiter walks past with a real good smelling meal and you're just like, and he just walks past and you're like, no.
It's not mine.
That's Tim's face right now. No.
Is that?
So everyone is.
I'll take a small sip.
Everyone else has taken a sip.
What do you mean? Starfire downed it.
I was just like, glug. You'll be
Just like-
carrying Starfire out.
Fuck it, let's get loose.
Free booze, yay.
Right. So you all start to take, I guess, take some sort of sustenance now. Is anyone going to eat? So you've got garlic, cheese, crackers, basically, a little bit of butter. Lady Wachter is sort of putting some cheese on with a little bit of garlic mash and eating that. You notice that between
definitely.
Wolf and Starfire, there is a setting. There's a glass of wine, and there is again a plate that's been set down. It's got the butter, it's got the crackers, it's got the cheese, and it looks like it's ready to go.
No garlic?
I beg your
I'm
pardon?
getting right into
Has it
that
got
garlic.
Doesn't seem to have garlic.
Oh, so that's probably Lord Vasili's then.
Lord Vasily comes through the door. He stands and he goes, "Ah, this is a sight to behold. How wonderful to see all of you together. Lady Wachter," and he bows deeply towards her. "It is a pleasure to be in your home once again. My new friends, Irina, you look stunning tonight. Ia, my dark and dangerous delight, you are looking wonderful over there. Wolfroll, it is great to see that you have done something with your hair. That's wonderful. Starfire, it is good to see that you are here. Your dragon born is very rare. I am yet to acquire the right tastes.
I give him my best toothy smile in the threatening manner.
Fisk of the first cabin, you would be in the second cabin behind the beautiful women that are here, but cabin all the same. My delightful cage. It is so good to see you again, indeed. You are dabbling, no doubt, in those arts that you are exploring and learning each day. This is wonderful to see you. Please allow me to take my seat. He sits down and he picks up his glass of wine. To all of your very good health. May you live long and prosper. And he takes a drink.
Is he drinking the same wine as us?
Absolutely. Karina poured from the same flask into every receptacle. He then looks and he goes, yes. And he basically takes another drink, and he notices that some of you are eating, and he gets a cracker and he puts a little bit of butter on and puts some cheese on, and he brings it up to his mouth and he stops. He looks over at you, Starfire. Karina, is there no? You'll run out of garlic. She goes, oh no, Lord Vasily, I have not. And she races over and she brings out some garlic and she places it on the plate. Vasily then gets quite a large slathering of it and puts it onto his biscuit. And he takes a bite. He says, you must try Borovia's garlic. It is very strong. Not so good for the... and he giggles a little bit and he looks towards Irina and looks across to Ia. And not so good for the kissy. Yes, it's true. So you ladies might freshen up with some more wine after this. And he takes a bite and eats the thing whole.
Is it really garlic?
Nature check.
Fire's eating.
Wolfro.
Hang on, I'll do one as well because I've been eating it. So.
Yep, 100% garlic.
All right, I'm hoeing into it then.
He hoes into it as well, and another glass of wine appears, and you basically have had sort of 1.5 glasses of wine. Karina and now Katerina both appear, and they clear away the plates, and they place down now some cutlery, and you see it comes from a very large, deep wooden box. And the cutlery is very sort of ornate. And Lady Fiona goes, please, let's get to know each other while the servants put out the silverware and prepare for our main meal. It will be a succulent roast, something that I think you travellers will not have enjoyed yet here in Barovia. Yes. And Katerina and Karina start to place this silverware down as settings in front of you.
Including Vasily.
Including Vasily.
Okay. Can I do... Is it a history check if I know much about vampires?
Sure can, yeah.
I'm trying to remember if any of this stuff works on them if they're invited in or if they're immune to it.
So you recall that a vampire must be invited into a residence. You recall that garlic is something that they do not eat. And you recall that silver is something that they cannot touch and is deadly when it is effective when striking them. They have no resistance to a silvered weapon, much like a werewolf or a were creature.
Okay, so being invited in doesn't negate those items. No. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
So, tell me, what brings you here to this land?
This is Lady Wachter.
Yes, this is Lady Wachter.
I will tell her that we were shipwrecked and
Oh,
that
she flutters her heart. She goes, "Oh, this is terrible. You were shipwrecked. Did you lose anyone close to you? Did you all survive? Was it a large ship, a small ship?"
The entire crew.
yeah, everybody was lost except for those of us in the room.
Oh, this is interesting development. Please tell me more. Please tell me more.
Okay, we'll give her the abridged version about the trip to Barovia, and we just say we met Irena's brother on the road, and we were just helping Irena to get to where she needed to go because we're all going in the same direction. I won't talk about Strahd or anything like that. Just travelers.
But we did see dolphins.
We did see dolphins before we were.
I have heard of these creatures. You see, the lands here we are unable to leave. There is a curse upon the land here in Barovia. The our Lord Strahd has befallen some dark powers, and they are keeping him and all of us trapped as some sort of eternal punishment. Strahd himself, he is an absentee landlord, I would say. You know, I did meet him once when I was a child.
Where did you meet him? What was the context of you meeting him?
I was very young, and I said to my father that I wished to travel to Ravenloft to meet the lord of this land himself. And my father agreed, and I traveled for some days to Ravenloft Castle. I approached the castle, and I was welcomed in by Lord Strahd himself. And Vasily goes, "I see, Lady Wachter. This is news to me. You have never mentioned this before, that you have met our Lord Strahd."
Does he seem disturbed?
No, he doesn't. He seems quite interested. He goes, "As you know, Strahd is a forbidden term outside these walls in this archaic and oppressive society that Vargas has established here, in his faint disbelief that it keeps Strahd at bay. But, yes, he's a monster, this Vargas. But I implore all of you to consider what Lady Wachter is saying, that she has met Lord Strahd, and he seems to be an absentee landlord. This is interesting. I asked.
What do you mean by absentee?
And Lady Fiona sort of waits for Vasily to finish. Vasily just sort of pauses when you interrupt. Lady Wachter doesn't say anything. She waits for Lord Vasily to continue, which is the polite thing to do at a very high-class dinner. Maybe not taught at Burnside, but you girls will work through it.
Wow.
And Vasily, if I may continue, I have lost my train of thought now. This is most terrible and unusual for me, but I suggest that it is something that Lady Wachter, I think, will explain a little, that Vargas here in this town is an oppressive overlord rather than the savior he paints to the citizenry of the town. Lady Wachter, what say you about our Lord Strahd? And Lady Wachter turns to Wolfrel, and she goes, "Miss Wolfrel, you had something to say. Perhaps I now give my response to you."
Oh, I was just interested, as Lord Vasily is, in your meeting with Strahd, Lord Strahd, and what you saw when you were at Ravenloft.
It is an impressive castle. A young girl such as I was 10 years old. My father had allowed me, of course, he sent escorts to visit Strahd's castle, and I was almost really unannounced, I believe. I do not think my father sent a warning or message before me, but Lord Strahd was expecting me, and he has eyes throughout this land. Vargas is a fool to think that Vallaki is beyond his sight. But I entered the main dining room, and Lord Strahd took me to his library, and we talked some, and it was a very good conversation. And upon my return, um, I have always felt that Lord Strahd still attends to our land. We have had no great befolement or illness that has struck us. Yes, Vargas will claim that his endless, useless, and boring festivals has kept Vallaki safe, but I think it is more complicated than that. I think Lord Strahd himself has chosen to keep Vallaki safe. I believe that perhaps, and she pauses and looks up across all of your faces, I believe it is perhaps the fulfillment of the prophecy that Vallaki will be freed and this land will become free when the travelers from afar come. Have you heard of this prophecy?
No, but we would love to hear more.
Well, it is interesting. The prophecy is that some strangers will arrive, and a seer's prophecy will be given to them, and they will fulfill it. They will fulfill this seer's prophecy, and then Barovia will be freed. Have you not heard?
Okay.
Have you not heard of this at all?
Yeah, we've heard of the prophecy.
I see.
We've been given our fortunes.
I see. You've been had your
Don't think we've-
fortunes given. Was this from a mystic or a seer at some point?
That was from my dad.
From your dad. That is.
Yeah, many years ago when I was a boy, he told me that I'd travel to a foreign land and save all the people there.
I'm gonna look dumbfounded across the table at Cage and go, "What? Where did this come from?"
I'm gonna, as Fisk, I'm gonna use silent speech and just say to Cage, "Are you on crack?"
Are you taking drugs?
Clearly.
Okay.
I'll just shrug and just wait for someone to say something, but no one's really saying anything. But that's
I was really
confused about what
I
just
was really
happened.
interested in what you said about him being an absentee ruler of the land and what you meant by that, Lady Wachter.
Oh, thank you, Wolfrol, for bringing some attention to Lord Strahd. Yes, this is true. It is such that I do believe he is misunderstood, particularly by people of Vallaki, but not all of Vallaki are against Strahd, you know. And Vasily goes, yes, this is true. Strahd has his allies and his eyes and his ears and his friends here amongst us all in Vallaki. This I know to be true.
how do we meet Strahd? We all want to meet him.
Seems like a cool dude.
Yeah, and
Seems like Harry Potter.
Lady Wachter smiles, and it's a very genuine smile, and she goes, "Yes, I think this is the case. I perhaps was going to apply some more wine before having this conversation with you, but I am wondering if you would be of assistance to me in disposing. Well, let's not say disposing. Let's just say changing the leadership of Vallaki here. I would like to fulfill the prophecy that perhaps your father and are you sure you have not seen any other seer or fortune teller in your travels, all of you?
I
We
don't know. See ya.
It's a bit of a blur, really.
We spoke to a tarot reader.
I know.
Yeah, there's an old lady who did cards, but
yeah, Madame Eva, the Vistani seer who told you your fortunes of being
Yeah,
great.
I didn't want to give that away.
That's fine. I just want to. Like, if you don't want to
just
give it away, that's
playing
fine. That's fine.
But
no,
But
we're
I
playing
just
it down.
that's
throw
Just
it
an
in.
old lady.
I'm
My
Old
dad
lady
I'm
read
just
cards.
glad you.
Cage's dad.
That's cool.
Cage's dad told me.
Yeah, that's
tried
cool.
to run off there, but
Yeah, no, that's awesome because I'd hate to think that you forgot that like incredibly important plot milestone. It would just devastate me as a
No.
DM that somehow I've not performed my role
Of course we
sufficiently.
haven't
Okay,
forgotten.
it was my dad that told me
We're
that.
just like Cagey
Okay.
is.
Come on, Dunk. It's in the notes. We've seen it. It's in the journal notes. It's all good.
Don't worry, we haven't forgotten. We're just not
That's
sharing
fine. That's
with people we don't know.
That's cool.
That's why we've been doing abridged
Yeah, no, that's
versions.
okay. See,
And Cage's dad predicted if we were too like open, bad things could happen.
That's it.
That's right.
That's the one.
So Nikki, what you've got to understand is that I've spent 4 years playing with a mutual friend of ours
Oh, fuck.
who, like, as a collective group of players, like, literally needed to be like, you know those trainer wheels that you have on the bike? Yeah, well, they had those
Yeah.
and that big fucking handle, right, to get through the campaign. Anyway, unbelievable. So I'm sorry that I brought that luggage forward into this much more intellectually stimulated
okay.
and onto it
be
group of players.
using Wingding's font. Come on.
It's early days. Early days.
What? For a character
No, for a
sheet?
secret message.
Secret message in Wingding's font and we missed it.
Anyway, back
Cool.
to Cage being cagey. Yeah, I see. Your father has told you this. Well, let me share with this. This is very important. If you were to help me, assist me in making some important changes to Valaki, the prophecy is that strangers to the land, such as yourselves, and particularly you, my friend Ia and Starfire, you are indeed strangers to this land, and I see great hope. I think that this will be an important opportunity for all of us to work together. For we are no friend of Vargas, and perhaps if you can get some evidence that he is torturing and murdering the citizenry of Valaki, I'll be able to use that against him in the upcoming celebration. For I sense that the time is nigh, that this full moon, which is the time of the blazing sun festival, Vargas has imagined in his mind this time. I shall bring a change, a new breeze will sweep through Valaki, and we shall bring peace and freedoms to it, and Lord Strahd perhaps again will grace us with his presence and pleasure, and to that we can work together. What
Okay,
say
stop.
you?
Before we go any further, if we're going to trust you, we need to know we can trust. If we're going to trust you, we need to know that you're being honest about everything. Is there any time in the past when either of you have lied to us, or perhaps tried to cover up something for some reason?
Lady Wachter sort of sits back and gives you a sort of slightly stern expression where Vasily just cuts right in and he goes, "My dear Cage, I see your point, but I think Lady Wachter has known you less than 1 hour of sand through the hourglass, and perhaps I have known you for maybe a few days now, I think 2 days maybe. I can assure you that at no point has a lie passed my lips. It would be against my honor, and dear Lady Wachter, I speak for your family. Please forgive me for such impertinence, for your family is such an old and esteemed family here. Your family goes back to Strahd's very beginnings, where your great-grandfather saved his life, I believe. Is this true?" Lady Wachter goes, "Yes, this is true, Vasily."
Sorry, Vakta, I'm not aiming this at you. Vasily, is there anything that you have to tell the group before we carry on the conversation? Or you're definitely pretty happy with how you stand morally?
I am a man of honor indeed, so I have no concerns with this conversation whatsoever. My honor, my word, you can take to the bank, as they say in some far away distant lands. But what concerns me, Lady Wachter, I think what you propose is quite dangerous, and I think that it behoves you, perhaps, and I as a guest in your home, but one who is long-standing with your family, to offer perhaps Irina some safety to stay here, so that she is not caught up in this task, this mission. That don't worry, I won't have a consistent accent ever. So just roll with it.
Oh, but Irina's brother has tasked us with looking after her, and we have a particular requirements that we are sworn to complete. So she really needs to stay with us until that happens.
She's definitely not leaving my side, that's for sure.
Vasily goes, what are these requirements? If you are to keep us safe,
swore us to secrecy.
Then there is no safer place than Lady Wachter's home here. I am not offering that she remain under my protection, because it would be unseemly for a single gentleman as charming as I am to take such a beautiful gem of a woman into his care. That would be unseemly unless, of course, there was some form of marriage or something like that. Ha 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 ha! He laughs. Lady Wachter goes, yes, this is a good, Irina, your father is a friend of my family. I have heard recently of his untimely passing, and I was to speak to that a little later when we had finished our main meal, of the friendship that we have between our two families. I'd invite you to stay here. Irina is sort of holding her glass like this, sort of, and she's been sort of staring at Vasily for a little while. And she's sort of, yes, I think this would be okay. The chapel has some issues, I think, and yes, if you have some room here, perhaps I can stay here, and my friends can check in on me occasionally. She turns to Fisk, who's sitting next to her, and goes, I think this will be okay. I will be safe here with Lady Wachter. I think I shall stay here even this evening. I feel quite safe here, and I do not want to see Vargas. I do not want to go to his place anymore. I think I will stay here with Lady Wachter. I see that Lady Wachter will become perhaps the new burgomaster of this fine town, and our great families can work together for the betterment of Barovia, says Vasily.
But Irina, I really think you should stay with us until we've completed what your brother asked us to do. It's very important to your brother. Like, it was the last thing he asked us to do.
Just
Dunk, I've just thrown
I know.
Just
check. Yep. Just pause. Just wait. Give me 2
Can I use my greatest persuasion?
I just want to see if Irina's actually being genuine, and if she's planning to sneak out. So I was just doing an insight check.
Okay. Right. So,
Did it look like Arena was
check your
genuine?
Check your Facebook chat just to mix it up.
Oh, hang on, I gotta open Facebook. Bear with.
Yeah, that'll probably crash your computer because you bought it so cheap.
Probably.
Bloody...
I know.
What's that?
Cheap stuff.
Yeah, what's the UK equivalent of JB Hi-Fi? What was that place? Your electronics like superstores that you have everywhere. Or anyway, it doesn't matter. They're probably unfortunately all broke now.
I think they're gone now.
Yeah. Okay, so.
Okay. I'm going to, after that insight
You'll get
check.
a pause right there. I'll come back to you.
Yep. Okay.
Cage or Maddie, Tim, Nikki, did you guys want to be doing anything at this particular point?
I'm just kind of watching the magic happen.
I don't think we should let Irina out of our sight, so I'm saying to her,
I don't really care about her, so I'm just kind of like, yeah, fucking leave, whatever. Do what you want, don't care.
She's bargaining chip, and she's also definitely the apple of Strahd's eye, so I think it's a good idea to hold on to her.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to try and persuade her to, I've got, just going to use whatever persuasive. Irina, you have to come with us. That's pretty much it. We're not going to leave without you.
Give me a persuasion check.
And I just kind of roll my eyes like...
I'm going to kick Cage under the table.
Can you give me a persuasion check with disadvantage? Thanks. Which you did, 10. So thanks very much, Tim. That's great. Okay, Wolfrel, are you doing anything in this conversation, given that you're between Lady Wachter and Vasily?
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to persuade Irina to stay with us.
Okay, give me...
Can I use... I've held my inspiration for a long time. Can I use that?
You sure can.
Okay.
Didn't Starfire kick you under the table for a reason?
I did. I'm trying to attract Cage's attention.
So do I re-roll persuasion?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Okay.
And I'm actually now going to give you advantage on Wolfrel's assistance. So you just did 24. Wow. Okay.
Woohoo!
All right. Anyone else doing anything?
Nope.
Just keep kicking Cage till I get his attention.
I'm looking over. Yeah.
I'm looking at Cage and I'll just be like, how about we just nip outside for a second? Maybe you can help escort me, get my shoes.
Okay.
You're just going on Smoko.
I'm just like, I just want
to pull out my big pipe.
Yeah, come with me for a second.
All right. So we'll just go for a quick walk.
Yeah.
This is
smoke break.
Most unusual, says Vasily. Do you need some assistance? We can bring a chamber pot to you here.
That's fine.
It's okay.
I see.
We'll go outside.
She needs some air.
Okay, so can I just understand, Mr. Cage and Madame Staffai, you two are going out for some smoking or something, yes?
Yeah, yes. I smoke a big pipe.
This is great. Perhaps I can join you. And he stands up.
Fisk interrupts and goes, but wait, watch this. And he whips out his playing cards and he uses sleight of hand to do low-key magic to distract him.
Cool. And while he's doing that, I will say to Cage as we move into the corridor that there's something wrong with Irina, that it's not right that we let her stay. There's something going on. She's being influenced.
Cool. All right. Well, I've rolled that persuasion check and I've tried, so good.
Okay. So Vasily basically goes, looks at Fisk and goes, okay. And he takes a seat back. And he sits down.
I'm going to go outside anyway, maintain the smoking.
He picks up the silverware and he starts to eat this beautiful steak with what appears to be a roasted, deep roasted potato that's the servants have now brought to you.
Oh.
Well, I'm just going to say before I eat that under no circumstances am I leaving here tonight without Irina. I'm sworn to protect her, and it's really important that she stays with us.
I've smoked and I'm back inside.
Then I'm going to have some dinner too.
And Vasily turns to you and goes, "This is enheartening to hear that you are so so committed to Irina's safety. This is fantastic. You are wonderful people. Lady Wachter, I think you can trust these people to do the things that you are asking of them. And I, of course, as always, stand ready to assist you and your book club in any way that I possibly can. You only ever need to call and I shall appear. This is the way." And he finishes. He's eaten about half, and he takes another stab of meat, and places like the silver fork and everything in his mouth, and eats. Pulls it out in a very sort of. And he places the fork down loudly, and he says, I shall leave you all now to discuss these arrangements. Irina, it is fine you stay with your friends if you feel safe. Irina goes, "But I think I should stay here with Lady Wachter." And Vasily goes, "Irina, you must listen to your friends. I think it is good that you stay with them. They have proven themselves to be worthy of someone as beautiful as you to be protected. And I ask that you consider to stay with them too. Yes. Perhaps we can all catch up in the coming days, just before the festival, to make sure that all arrangements have been made. This is true, Lady Wachter." Lady Wachter sort of goes, "Yes, if these strangers to our land to fulfill the great prophecy, then yes, there are some things they must do in the coming days that will bring the change that we are all looking forward to. Valaki and Vargas's rule of horror and brutality shall be brought to an end. What say ye?"
Can I just speak up and just say, I'm just going to deceive him and just say, we really all trust you so much. And before we go on, though, there was another part of the prophecy. There was a that I remember that I was told. There was one in particular who would try and deceive us through our travels, and he was someone that we had to be particularly careful of. And the person would end up dead very quickly because they tripped over their own words too many times. And I'm just trying to deceive him into thinking that he's got to be really careful in the way that he's talking.
Vasily turns to you, because he's standing, don't forget. He's eaten that last bit, placed the silver fork back, turned to you, and he goes, "Yes, a true phrase you have said, Mr. Cage. For those who try to deceive will, no doubt, meet an untimely end, when their story after story, and their lie after lie, and their deception after deception catches up with them in some dark, shadowy corner of the world. This is a warning that I should heed, and perhaps some of our compatriots this evening." And as he says that very slowly, he is just like giving you the eye.
Evil eye.
Yeah, the evil eye of, I think there's someone deceiving here who's probably not me on the deception scale, given that everything that they've said this evening has been a complete deceiving lie. That's the insight that you get as Vasily takes his leave and disappears into the room there.
Can I ask Lady V while Vasily goes? Because she mentioned earlier, or Vasily mentioned, that her father had saved Strahd. So could we ask her for some more wine, and also how her father saved Strahd?
she goes, this is a story that I have heard from my father when I was very young, for he died. But you see, my grandfather saved Strahd, not my father. My grandfather was at Strahd's brother's wedding, and a great tragedy befell the house of Strahd. All the guests were killed, and Strahd's brother's bride was killed, as along with his brother Sergei as well. It was a terrible night, and my father was only very young. My grandfather was very young. His father, my great-grandfather, was in service to Lord Strahd as a lord of this land, and was there for the wedding of his brother to this beautiful woman, Tatana. And this great tragedy befell them as treachery fell upon the house of Strahd, and there was bloodshed, and after that Ravenloft has been a hollow and empty vessel that holds the life of Strahd now as it is known apparently. Although we have not seen him here in Vallaki for 100 years, this is why I took the journey to there, to cast my eyes upon him. And he is as my grandfather and my father before him have described. He has not aged, it would seem. And so, even though he perhaps has some evil ways amongst him, yet I see the greater good that he has provided this land. And I will assist him here to make Vargas and this fallacy of butchery that he holds here to be held to account. And for that, I need your assistance in bringing evidence against Vargas that he is torturing and tormenting innocent people who simply their only crime is that they do not smile during the day all day. This not an outrage?
Completely. And what about the small children? We've heard small children going missing.
I shall come back to that because we will have a 5-minute break because Lady Wachter's bladder is filling up. Vasily has already left, and the dungeon master is feeling very envious of Vasily in the water closet of the building. So I shall see you all soon. We'll be back in 5. Okay, cheers. Thanks, guys.
Cool.
Sorry, I took off. I was wondering if that was going to happen. Is anyone here or no? No.
Hey, Tim.
Right. I just sent you a little video. I bought this.
Oh, cool. Is that a gel blaster?
Yeah, I did get my firearms license approved only a couple of weeks ago, but I bought this too.
But that's a gel blaster, though. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
they're awesome, aren't they? Where did you buy it from?
Is it M4A1? It's just like a shop
in
up
Nambour?
There. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, opposite the archery place in Nambour, just down from Macca's. Yeah. I've got a M4, a Glock, and a what else have we got? My son's got them all up the coast.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Oh man, we should definitely have a little bit of a war one day.
Yeah.
Oh. Brooke shot me.
Whoa, hang on, I gotta go. My daughter's just woken up. Hang on.
No problem. Look at this. Look at this, Maria.
Hey, I can't. All I can see is Duncan's empty thing. For some reason, my Skype goes between seeing you and then a blank screen. I don't know if you guys are having the same issues.
Oh God. Can you look? Oh, hold on.
Oh, nice.
Honey.
I got nearly 30 kilos yesterday, so it's pretty cool.
Wow, that's great.
That's a lot of honey.
That's a lot of honey.
Yeah.
And what kind of hives do you have? Do you have like the hive structures where you turn the tap and everything moves?
They're really bad. They're not good. No one who keeps bees gives them any kind of credit. It's an interesting design. Yeah, if you had one and you actually did all the work that was required, there's almost no point in having them. Because you need to do so many inspections. You need to open them up and actually look at every frame. You can't just turn up and twist a tap and that's it.
I wondered what they were like. I've only ever seen, the marketing stuff for them.
All right, guys, I'm good to go whenever you are.
Cool.
The child's going back to sleep with a bottle just there. She's just set up.
Well, that's good.
Very well marketed, though. Very well marketed.
Very well marketed.
It is
So, I believe I just cut someone off. I thought I would remember it, but I've completely forgotten.
I was just going to say, so did Lord Vasily step out for a small moment, or did he actually leave the house altogether?
Well, you saw him go through that door.
But he didn't say goodbye or anything. He just got up and...
No, he did.
He was on him.
Yeah, he said he had to go.
Oh, it was okay.
Yeah, he said,
I took it as
he was pretty unhappy with Cage, wasn't he?
Good.
Now, Irina is basically going to Cage. She goes, yes, I think I shall. Yes, I will. Madam, Lady Wachter. She sort of shakes her head a little bit. She goes, I've had a little bit too much to drink, perhaps. She puts her wine glass down, and she goes, yes, I think perhaps I should remain with you. I feel safe here with you, Ia. You've been such a good friend and companion to me. Cage, your eyes never leave me. I feel very
creeped out,
safe.
Protected?
You slapped me that one time, bitch.
I'm going to say to Irina that she needs to come back to us. I'll support Wolfrill and say, look, we're taking you back because we can't keep you safe here. This place is too big.
We'll just...
She goes, I understand. I will come. Lady Wachter, I greatly appreciate your offer of protection. And I think once these things with... and she sort of looks a little bit dazed. Baron Burgomaster is this done? I will... then she just sort of drifts off and just... Yes, I shall come with you. Are we done? And Lady Wachter goes, no, we have a most intricate dessert to go. I ask you all that perhaps you take a refreshment stand, come sit with me or stand with me at the fireplace, and we shall serve a most interesting and delightful. And she walks over towards the fireplace here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think there'll be another nature check coming up on dessert.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's gonna fuck us up for sure.
Yeah. I'm going to try to keep Irina close.
Okay, so Irina
Yeah,
sort
maybe
of
don't let
stands
it
up
eat
and
her drink.
follows over and goes stand next to Lady Wachter. The rest of you,
Can I follow too?
yeah, move your icon. That's
In the description of my character, I've got silver rings all over my fingers.
okay.
Can I just go up and like stand up beside her and kind of touch her on the
Where's this?
hand?
Hang on. Where's
This
this
is
going?
getting weird.
I might have to change the rating for the YouTube video.
Oh,
Yeah.
just to get her attention, I'm just gonna like kind of touch her on the hand. But I've got all my silver rings. Like my guy in his character description has rings like all over his hands.
Like Snoop Dogg.
But cooler.
Magica.
Cage the mage. Yeah.
All right. So, okay. You're touching Irina.
Oh, what am I doing over there?
She sort of turns and looks at you.
No, Lady Wachter.
Oh, Lady Wachter.
Oh, this is getting worse.
Oh my god! I thought it was Irina. I thought you said Irina. Lady Wachter.
No, he said Lady Wachter. Yeah.
So hang on.
Why are all these names so fucked up? Also,
I know.
Lady fuck ya.
Try being the DM, going through all these like Czechoslovakian, Eastern European, Ukrainian names. Like, oh my god.
Got Ricardo and Lady fucked up. Like, I don't understand what to do with this.
Oh my god. All right. So okay. So are you doing this with a sleight of hand? Give me a sleight of hand. This is probably the most literal save we've ever had in D&D. The sleight of hand.
Oh, we knew it was going to go wrong.
She slaps your hands away and looks at you. And she goes, I am a happily married woman.
Sorry, it's not like
I
that.
will apologize.
Maddie, can you just roll a
for her.
quick perception check, please?
Yeah. As me or Dad?
You.
Okay, cool.
Dunk. We're going to ask her who she's married to.
Great, thanks for that.
Is he a hottie with a body?
Hang on. Shit. Right. When Cage, she says, I'm married to my husband, Karina drops a glass and it smashes. She goes, huh, excuse me. And she dashes away to begin to clean it up. Okay. Who was next?
I asked her where her husband is and what's his name.
Alright, just wait 1 sec on the name. I've got the name. I know the name.
Because I'm just curious as to why he's not joined us tonight.
Yeah, of course you fucking are. Alright.
Sci-fi's nosy.
I know, just wait.
I'm just relieved it wasn't Strahd.
Nikolai Wachter. Let me write that down on my little notes there.
That's okay. I'll ask, is he well? Is he alive?
Are you metagaming? If you're metagaming, there'll
No,
be
I'm
significant punishment.
I'm not, dude. I'm eating. I'm just curious as to if she said she's married, why is he not at dinner with us? Unless he's off traveling.
What's metagaming?
Metagaming is where perhaps you've read something in real life, like about the game or about the module or scenario, and you're like using that information to leverage your characters, which is probably the worst sin you can do inside D&D. And if a DM catches you doing it, great wrath, Maria,
falls
will fall
upon
upon
you.
you.
Dude, I'm working full time and studying. My preparation for this game involves getting snacks, water, and tea.
Then maybe
I didn't even have time to do that.
4 years of clueless exploration has finally paid off. Very good.
Exactly.
Very good set of questions.
I'm asking more questions.
Lady Wachter
now.
turns towards you, and she sort of is her expression has changed, and she goes, "My husband is unable to join us. Karina, pick this mess up so that we have guests here who have had their shoes removed. This is most dangerous. Please, everyone, stay where you are. Wait for the staff to clean this glass up. This is an embarrassment, and I beg your forgiveness. Now, perhaps I will share with you some more about the prophecy. Did your father mention anything else to you?"
Nothing that I want to divulge right now.
I see. Or perhaps I can tell you that the prophecy is that the outsiders will bring great ruin, a purge upon this town. Is this what you intend? Now that Vasily has gone, I wish to discuss this some further with you.
Yes, tell us more. What are you thinking? What would the change be? What would happen if there was this change of leadership, and who would be in charge of Valakai?
Well, of course, it is only the right thing that my house will step forward and lead the township out of this darkness. For the prophecy is that the blood of the outsider would shed sunlight upon the Valaki.
Seems very convenient that it would be your house that takes over. Should it not be somebody democratically elected, maybe?
This is
the people's vote?
The people do not know A, what a vote is, and B, what to do with it, and C, if they were given any kind of power, then everyone would have tulips for breakfast, and that would be all. This is not the way.
Okay. Well, we might have to take that suggestion off the table for now, and we'll go talk about it. We do have an important mission to run for Danica at the inn, but we'll think about it while we're doing that.
And we're very interested because we have heard some bad things about the current leadership. We'll just have to consider.
Yeah, we'll gather some more information and then we'll come back to you.
I do not understand.
Just been so wonderful to meet you.
I do not understand. I thought we had the discussion that things were going well, that you would inquire into the burgomaster's misdeeds. Surely you're aware that there are several missing people at the moment in the township, and their mothers have come and implored me to search for them as well. You know, this is humanity at stake here. There are people who are dying and disappearing in Vargas's and his captain Isaac's evil, twisted hand. Surely, such as your great great people will come. You are outsiders. You are to bring change, you know.
Can I have an audience with Strahd?
I have not seen or heard from Strahd since I was 10 years old. Should Strahd appear, then perhaps at the right moment I will ask him to entertain you or drain you, as the case may be. But, you know, together we can make a great change here in Vallaki, for it is said that you will bring a change.
Can I ask Lady V, does she think Lord Vasily knows Strahd? Should we ask Lord Vasily if he can take us to Strahd and introduce us?
This is a very fine question, and one that has formed the tip of my lips on many occasions.
But she's never asked.
Why haven't you asked him?
She shoots a look like this.
I can't see you, Duncan.
Excellent. That
Sorry.
was completely wasted.
It's lost. I can see it though. It's
Was
very
it
intense.
like an intense
intense.
look?
It's like blue steel from Zoolander.
I think that's giving that look a bit more credit than it was, but sure.
This is our creative space, right?
Space. Says the sly look giver of the century. Subtlety.
Yeah. Subtlety has never been my area of expertise.
The reason that I do not ask Vasily such questions as to whether he is in some sort of contact with Lord Strahd is that Vasily has never given me any real cause to question that he is nothing but a noble of these lands. I do not know his house very well, but I have heard of it over the years. The Van Holt's house is known. Vasily always will come and visit me. He always brings gifts of gold or some other interesting and perhaps sometimes arcane gift that I might use in my research that I am conducting below this floor. But
could we see your research?
I do not think so, because I thought we were friends and you are going to assist me in making important changes, and that you were perhaps part of the prophecy that has been made around this place that we find ourselves ever clouded upon, that you will bring sunlight.
Well, we didn't say we wouldn't help you. We're just going to do a bit more research and find out a bit more about what the Burgomaster's doing.
There is nothing to research.
Where the people are going.
You should, yes,
really?
This is right. You should immediately, we do not have the time, you see. Vargas has got this Blazing Sun Festival coming up in now 2 days' time. We have 2 more sleeps, and this thing will be upon us. And it is important that I have the information and the proof that he is a coward and a murderer of our people, which is true. I give you this upon my word and my house. My house goes back hundreds and hundreds of years.
Okay, well, we need to get some of this proof, right? You asked us to help get you proof.
There is no need for proof.
The
proof will be in, I ask you for proof, which is you are meant to be the prophecy, these outsiders that bring this purge upon the town. And I wish to, perhaps we have got on the wrong foot here. You're welcome to stay in my home. I offer you, if you are at an inn, I offer you food and shelter here in my home. I offer you access to my wine, and I ask that, we work together to make possible change. These things here are, important. And I have shared with you some of my last bottles of the Dragon Crush. Wine has suddenly become quite scarce here in Vallaki. I do not know what the Martikovs are up to, but perhaps, I tell you this not to draw your favor, but to draw your understanding that I am quite serious about how we proceed. And I think that it is important that you go to the Burgomaster's mansion. Perhaps 1 or 2 of you Perhaps you, and she turns to Fisk. You who, wanders about my garden unescorted, looking for God knows what, whether it is vegetables because you are hungry, you are quite skinny, so this would be understandable. But I ask that you take your time to think what I am talking about, for I believe, as does your father, Mr. Cage, that you are here for greater things than your own betterment, and perhaps, escape from this land is buried upon your favor to free Valaki. This is true, for if the sunlight comes, as the prophecy says, when the blood of the outsider is shed, the sunlight will come to Valaki. Perhaps some of you will be able to return home. Surely this is attractive and promising. Irina, I see, my dear. Are you sure you do not wish to stay with the walls of my house under my protection tonight? Irina sort of turns and she goes, no, I think I shall stay with my new friends, for they have got me here. Sometimes I think that this is not a wise decision, but they have got me here. So far, so good. I trust them. And Lady Wachter, I understand the great depths that your house has. But please, allow my friends to depart.
Yes, we might wrap it up with Lady Wachter. Yeah, we had this priority for Danica, so shall we? I'll turn to the others in the group and just say, shall we call it a night then?
Just before we go, one more thing, Wachter. What is
Lady
the
Wachter,
reason?
impertinent man, I entertain you. I give
All
you
right,
dinner.
I'm
I
done.
offer you to become
It was
part
a
of
lovely
the history of this land. You'll turn me down now, and now you'll just refer to me as if I am your manservant. Mr. Cage.
Don't worry, Wachter. We will definitely become part of the history of this land. But don't worry about it. I got nothing to ask you anymore.
Please do not cut your feet on the glass on the way out. And with that, she begins to sort of make her way down here.
We thank her very kindly,
And she
though,
goes here and she
for
turns
her
around and she
dinner.
goes, please, I implore you to consider two things. One, my offer to work with me to make some significant positive change in this town. And two, your place in the world. Because I think there are greater powers than all of ye that are here to make you strangely shipwrecked upon a foreign land where there is no escape and no sunlight. And yet I see in some of you the opportunity that your blood will bring sunlight to those who are ever kept in the dark. And with that, she opens the door and disappears into the room to the north there.
Cool, that was nice and creepy. She wants to kill us.
This whole spilling the blood of an outsider to bring sunlight to the land, that's
And
not
it's
us.
just definitely you or I, because she just keeps saying it really creepily.
Yeah.
Very worrying.
One of us freaks is going to die, and it's not going to be good.
It's like, oh, yeah, it's not filling me with hope.
Yeah, doesn't really make me want to help you when you tell me our blood's going to be spilt. It's not the art of persuasion, my love. She needs to get a business model.
Yeah, she was also very cagey about her husband.
The whole Strahd connection worries me.
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Yeah.
She definitely sympathizes with Strahd, and so does
Old mate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vasily.
For someone who only met him once when she was 10, she remembers a whole lot.
And I also tried to give him an opportunity to explain what he was, when he covered up.
Yeah.
But there was nothing. So,
do you think
we should get out of here before we continue discussing this in front of the servants?
Yeah, exactly. Shall we go back and maybe talk about it and see if Ernst walks us home? So we'll go out the door. Dun, dun, dun.
Come on, Irina.
Let's go, Irina.
Irina follows you.
Don't dilly-dally.
Ernst is out there, and
Classic Ernst.
he looks at you each as you come out, and he goes, "Don't forget your shoes."
Oh yeah, thanks.
You notice that your shoes
go
have
back.
been impeccably cleaned. They are shinier than shine. They almost feel lighter than they were before. Whether that's the effect of the mud being scrubbed and removed,
or the alcohol
that you've consumed, the last of the Barovian world's dragon crush. Ernst is waiting for all of you outside. He says, "It is with disappointment that I must lead you back to the Blue Water Inn."
Why disappointment?
And with that, he just ignores you blatantly and walks to the head of the queue and begins the process of taking you back.
You're a sook, Ernst.
Ernst.
You big sook.
It's a big sook. He's the sookiest of the sookie. And with that...
Oh.
We go back to the Blue Water Inn.
Yeah, let me just stop the goats. As as you leave now, you notice that the forever dark sky is now lit occasionally by distant lightning, and the pitter-patter of rain is now echoing around the houses in this fine avenue that you find yourselves in Valaki.
Oh,
it's only
is it
a short distance.
Manor houses?
Sorry.
Is it big manor houses that we're walking past?
Yeah, absolutely. This is clearly the larger end of town.
Can I ask Ernst, does Lord von Holtz live close to Lady Wachter?
Lord von Holtz?
Yeah, sorry, Vasily.
Yes, I know Lord von Holtz. Just to give you a bit of an idea. Take that, sort of.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, look, me and my hood holding what? Oh, little Fisk's hand. Come on, Fisky, let's go.
Nice.
Ernst stops. I beg your pardon?
I'm just wondering, because Lord Vasily left earlier, I was just wondering, with all these nice houses, does he live in this end of the town?
Just my dear, my job is to escort you safely to the Blue Water Inn.
Okay.
And with that, my duty and responsibility to you will be complete.
Ooh.
Okay. So how long have you worked at Wachter House, Ernst?
My family has been in the service of the Wachters from the beginning of time itself. Come, the storm will only intensify and you will only get damper and damper, which will be no good for some of you, and he turns to you, Cage, for your constitution. And he begins to walk down through the manor houses, back down the hill towards the sort of 5 ways. He's in the 5 ways now, and he points towards the Blue Water Inn. It's about 80 yards away.
Okay.
And he turns and he says, "I would like to say that it has been a pleasure." And he walks off.
But obviously not. Okay. Can I
Righto.
just ask Ia? Ia,
Yep.
does
It's raining.
Ia... Yeah, okay, as we walk back to the inn. Ia, did Lord Vasily ever invite you to his house?
No, I don't think he did.
Eh.
He invited me to dinner and other things like that, but not to his home.
What kind of other things?
Oh, I said things like that.
It was inferred.
Coffee, lunch, other meals that people eat.
Okay. No, I'm
Um,
just wondering,
Hey,
given
Irina.
Kate's interaction.
Yes, my
yeah,
good
maybe
friend
he's a drifter.
Cage. It is wonderful that we've decided to stay together a little longer.
What happened back there?
I don't
With
know.
what?
It's a wonderful, and I must admit, I find the wine a little intoxicating. I thought I had one glass, but perhaps I had more. I don't know.
Are you sure that's all that was going on? Did you not feel a little bewitched?
Do you
Bewitched?
mean this bewitchery?
Did you feel like there was maybe an external force making you...
Yes, I felt there was some bitchery at some point.
Bitchery.
Witchery. I meant, sorry.
Theory?
I
Yeah.
confuse my vowels this late at night. Perhaps I don't, Nadia. But this is the way. Yes.
Was
Yeah.
it similar to how you felt when Strahd had visited you?
She stops. You're about 40 yards from the inn. She just literally stops. You feel a sense of energy drop from her shoulders. She sort of stoops a little. She looks up. The raindrops are falling in a splatter around her. You see them hitting her forehead and her face. Her eyes remain open, looking towards the dark clouds above, impervious and in ignorance of the rain splattering. She looks down and she turns towards you. She reaches up to her neck, rubs it. I think we should go inside. I would like to stay with all of you if that's possible tonight.
Or
Got me
fight at our place.
You've got me this far.
Yeah.
The church is corrupted. The Wachter house is not as warm and comfortable as I had first thought. She's like constantly rubbing her neck like this.
So, can I have a look at your neck?
She goes, no, let's go, and she starts to move towards the Blue Water Inn.
Come on, Irina, let me have a look.
She's
How about one of the
continuing.
girls has a look, one at the back in the room?
Oh, yeah, well, someone. I've got good persuasion, that's all. That's the only reason why I'm trying to get in there.
I feel like your character might, but just Timbo just doesn't. He's like, let me have a look, let me get in there.
Yeah.
You've been jumping bones since day dot.
Okay, let's cruise along with her and make
it's not
sure
safe
she's
in the
okay.
street.
So she has been bitten or something. She's like under the influence, or she's got some kind of external influence. Definitely manipulating her in some kind of way. Anyway.
Did anybody notice? Did she start when she was acting weird? That was when, I'm just trying to think. Lady Wachter, was Vasily in the room? I still don't trust Vasily. He's too
I think
weird.
it was when he came
Vasily
in.
was in the room, yeah.
All right, so I think you should be back at the tavern, yeah?
Yeah.
Ernst is not there. Let me just delete him. Yep. So you guys are outside the front of the tavern. Irina is moving towards the stairs. Oh, hang on. Roll20
I think
having a little bit of a connuption. Oh, yep.
While we're walking in, can I just say we can't let her out of our sight? I think she might be the offering. Or she might be an offering or something. Don't
or
let her
something.
get out of our sight. What's going on there? She's running away.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
she's like, from that conversation before, remember I said she just like rubbing her neck, la da da, and then it's like sort of started to strut fairly determinedly back towards the Blue Water Inn, holding her neck.
Yep.
She's in with the girls. She's bunking with the girls, right? So
yeah. And she asked if she could possibly remain. Geez, something's happening with Roll20. It must be maybe the US is coming online. They're waking up, and the servers are getting smashed. So
exactly.
yeah, so Arena, yeah, wow. Okay, sorry guys. I'm putting Arena in the big room upstairs, in the 4-bedroom room, which is where I think she was originally.
Yeah.
She's with us.
I'm quite sure everything's all good. You guys see the map okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Fisk, get out of there, Fisk.
In terms of priorities, we do have to do this wine run, which was also on the Sears cards, right?
Yeah.
You have to go to the winery. So maybe we do that early in the morning. We leave and do that. Is that...
That takes days, though. Are we going to take Irina with us?
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Is it a 2-day trip?
Yeah. I think we just bail out of town and do that, to be honest, and just walk away from this so we set a pretty clear message that we're not interested in playing politics.
Yeah, I feel you're right, Cage. I feel like, one, we need wine to drink, so that is the priority, because they are running low. So we are doing them a favour. Was there gold attached? I can't remember. But yeah, it feels like we need to get away because this build up to the celebration, it feels like they are going to sacrifice somebody, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's all very weird. But even if we do the wine thing, we still have to come back to deliver the wine.
Yeah, well, we'll definitely be coming back here, but
if we come back with a wagon load of wine, we'll be heroes.
Exactly.
No one about town. Yep.
How far? How long until the celebration?
2 days.
Okay.
And I think the winery is a 2-day trip. They said we could get there in 1 day if we left early. We could actually be back for the celebration at night if we wanted to be.
I feel like a holiday, though.
Subject to... Oh, you're thinking Napa Valley, darling, wine crawl.
Wine tasting.
Exactly.
How many vineyards are there?
I don't know. We've got to figure out why delay was interrupted, so it might take us longer than 2 days if we've got to fight stuff, right?
What do you think, Irina? Are you up for a bit of a vineyard crawl?
Vineyard crawl.
I feel that so I think what your friend said is there's something I do not know how to put into words, but yes, I did feel something, and I don't know what that is, and perhaps that is my own personal undoing. For I do find, I must say, and Ia, I know that you have some feeling for Lord Vasily. This is true, and I have tried to keep my distance to allow the two of you to, for I am the Burgomaster's the Burgomaster's sister now. I have some important role when I return home, when it is safe for me to go home to perform, I think. But I must say I am uncertain as to Vasily. He is a very charming man, I must say. I certainly fell upon his charms this evening. And
I think we should...
I think that I would like to see him again, but I do not know why. I've only just met this man, and but then I am torn because when I'm with him, I have the same feeling that I had when Strahd would visit me. At first, I would feel repulsion and some fear, but he would come in at my bequest. We would talk, we would maybe sip some wine, and then we would perhaps kiss, these things, I share with you girls, But
can we ask Irina, does Lord Vasily look
you
like
can ask
Strahd?
me. Yes, this is okay. I'm
Sorry.
just here.
Okay, sorry, Irina. Does Lord Vasily look like Strahd in any way? Is he similar?
Oh, gosh, no. Vasily is much smaller framed, and I do not think that. No, but there's something. There's something with Vasily. Maybe he is what I should be looking for. Something that is of this world. Something that is not this long story that I have been told by Strahd about. I am some woman who has been reincarnated after reincarnation. And I think tonight when he said the name, I have heard that name before. I have been said that I look like that woman. Yes, it's strange.
That name, Titania.
She takes a breath. Yes. This is.
I think so. Winery trip feels like a good idea, but I feel like Cage is onto something with Lord Vasily. I'm wondering, can we get Fisk to track down where Lord Vasily lives and then suss out whether there's anything dodgy going on at Vasily's manor, particularly with these kids that are missing? Do you remember the witch's letter with the kids?
Oh, yeah.
There's still something dodgy there that we haven't gotten to the bottom of. There's all these strands hanging out there, right?
Yeah.
Thank God we've got Maxwell, hey?
We should kill Vasily.
We could try and kill Vasily if he turns out to be killing small children.
Well, they did kill. Can I just say they did kill Maxwell's father, though? 100%. Mossad. Off the back.
Really?
Of the yeah, shit, yeah. Well known.
Okay.
He was a Mossad agent. But anyway.
Maxwell.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, look it up. You'll be right.
Are you on crack?
No.
No.
Red wine and history. Look it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell your dad that's a line. Red wine and history. Ooh,
okay,
look at that.
So...
You do, Maddie. You might not do sly well, but you do like scolding very well.
That's just such a dad thing to say.
I just like totally felt scolded there. That's like there was a grimacely like side grimace look. I'm burnt now. Like,
Yeah, that was just such a dad thing to say, and then you got so excited about it, and you're like, "Yes, I'm gonna tell my friend this. This is awesome."
Okay, I promise I won't.
Oh, poor Dunk.
Are you trying to like parallel this to the real world somehow? Am I supposed to be looking for hints now with some kind of...
No. I'm just like, well, we sort of paralleled here into Ghislaine Maxwell and her father being killed by Mossad and her having, small children and, trafficking sort of shit.
And she won't live for very long, will she, Dunk?
She might commit suicide in a jail cell under heavy security and cameras that miraculously...
Can I just tell you, I saw an interview on a channel which is banned, but anyway, there's a channel where they did an interview with a Hell's Angel member who was in the same facility as Jeffrey Epstein was, and he'd been held in the same cells, and it was a very enlightening conversation to listen to. The photos don't match up with like the cells, supposedly. There's lots of very unusual things.
It does not surprise me in the slightest.
No. So I guess back to it, I'm just wondering, should we ask Fisk to go for a look tonight around Lord Vasily's, or should we wait till we're back from the winery trip?
Well, because Oldmate didn't tell us where he lived.
No, that's what I mean. Fisk is going to have to go out and find out and then go to the house. So
yeah.
it's going to have to be a longer recon, Depends if, Fisk is up for it.
I mean, we can give it a go, but what do I do? Just start door knocking? Like, hello, Vasily?
Well,
No.
I think we could start with Danica and ask her where Lord Von Holtz's mansion is, if anybody knows. And maybe he could stop around.
Yeah. Sorry, Maria.
Why don't you just say you've had a change of heart and you're feeling a bit frisky and try and find him? that was like your initial
get ear in there.
Yeah.
Didn't he invite us to stay with him at one point?
I feel like I don't want to die though.
I don't think he did, Nick.
You would die.
I don't think he invited us to stay. That's why I'm really suspicious about him now. It's like he invited us to Lady Wachter's.
Look at you go! 5 years of D&D training. You are all over it, Rhea, tonight.
I'm
going to give you.
Now.
You know what? You can take an inspiration point because
really?
I've been impressed. You have come a long way from, you and your colleagues going, oh fuck, let's just kick some doors. Okay, oh fuck, there's a plot here. Oh what? You mean 3 years of constantly Duncan dropping plot hints? There actually is a storyline here? No, we're just like killing everything, and then we'll just kill some more. Anyway,
I'm just highly suspicious.
I got distracted.
That's okay, but I'm going to note that I get an inspiration point. But actually, I think I'm inspired because of.
How you going, Maddie? There, you look like my son on the phone to his potential girlfriend, and she's rejecting him. Are you being rejected by a boy at the moment? What's going on?
Watching pimple popping videos.
Oh,
right. That's not what we need. Okay, we are not. We're banning pimple popping.
Oh, that's so satisfying.
Pimple popping porn is banned from our Roll20 nights.
It's so good though.
My son last night in our live game, is sitting there watching videos as well. It's just like what? Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Oh, weird. Anyway. But no, I guess because I think Cage made the point about the lying and Vasily covering. We don't know much about Vasily, so I feel like between the kids going missing, the witches.
We can't see with your background.
I know, it's all notes. That's what I've been watching videos, by the way. But go on, Maria.
Yeah, no, I feel like we need to go check out Lord Vasily, particularly if Irena's had that weird feeling from him. It's too.
Let's do it because we really need to find what happened to those bones too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
again.
Yeah.
Look, should I just put on some sexy pants and go and find Vasily myself, or?
Probably not.
Well, you were in the second cabin, so
Yeah.
Actually, no. Hang on. Fisk was in the second cabin. You got no cabin at all.
No, actually, I did.
No, you didn't get a cabin.
I was sharing with him.
Yeah, no. Vasily was not. Vasily was interested in all three females. They were in the first cabin. And then Fisk of the first cabin was back squatted to the second cabin, and you were just back squatted to the outhouse.
Didn't even acknowledge existence.
Yeah.
Oh, is that not?
Yeah, like Starfire. Starfire doesn't get acknowledged either.
Yeah, no, Starfire was out there. It's kind of you have a pet lizard, like a tank, and it's
It's fun to look at and touch.
Yeah, it's fun to play with and poke and go, oh, she's interesting.
But you wouldn't let it. You wouldn't pick it up and play with it. You just kind of
Hopefully my toothy grin puts
You wouldn't let it run amok under the covers at night.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus. Okay. So should old mate Fisk jump down to Danica?
Yeah. I think get Fisk to go and suss out where Lord Von Holtz lives.
All right.
So is he talking to Danica or is he going out on a mission?
He's going to talk to Danica first.
Okay. Oh, Fisk is there. Ah, hello, my friend. How was your dinner this evening?
Interesting to say the least. Interesting.
Did you go to Lady Wachter's place tonight?
Yes, we did.
I see. And
very.
Where are your friends? Did they all come out of Lady Wachter's home?
Yeah, they're all upstairs, just debriefing and having showers and stuff after that interesting evening.
This is most interesting, given we have not yet installed the shower for another. Hang on, wait. I see where it is. Let me just check the diary. Ah, yes, in another 474 years. Yes,
What?
we will have the shower. It is coming soon. Yes.
Soon.
Anyway, do you know where Lord von Holtz lives?
Yes, they're building it right now.
Ah, yeah.
What movie is that, Maria? Hang on. What movie's that? Oh my God.
Sorry, which one?
Where they,
Sorry, I missed.
they're going, is there a train? Is there a train? You know, they're in Bratislavia, and they're wondering if there's a train to like Budapest. Yes, very soon, very soon. They're building it right now.
Yeah. It'll be soon.
What was that movie? That was a classic. The backpackers in the Euro trip. Maddie, have you seen Euro Trip?
No.
You need to watch Euro Trip. I will find it. I will send you a link. Seriously, you need to watch Euro Trip. It is the best movie ever. I got onto a truck full of, or a bus full of soldiers as an officer in the army, you know, and like the soldiers there, and there's like they put this Euro Trip video on, and the soldiers, it's like, you know, and I'm like going, oh, for God's sake. Anyway, 3 minutes later, I'm completely convinced it's the best movie in the universe. It's very good. Anyway.
2004. It's quite old, isn't it?
Yeah, it's old, but it is the funniest, best movie in the universe. Tim, have you seen Euro Trip?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh my God. Nikki, have you seen Euro Trip?
No.
Maria, have you seen Euro Trip?
I have, but it was a very long time ago. I'm looking back at the trailers going...
Yes.
Did you watch Office Space?
You need to watch it. All of you, your
it's
homework
on Netflix.
for an inspiration point is you need to watch Euro Trip between now and the next time we play. Okay, let's come back to Vasily's conversation, or the conversation about Vasily with Danica and the Fisk of the Fiskoven.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, do you know where Lord von Holtz lives?
This is a very good question. Do you?
No.
That's why I'm asking.
And she looks, and it looks quite, other than the incredible amount of dark-haired women that appear to be in the room.
Handmaidens
No,
Tale.
you actually, most of them are now departing, carrying some sort of down wrapped pillow thing. Anyway, they're all departing, and she looks furtively about, and she goes, do you know where he lives? Is this what you were saying? Because this is a question that has been on my mind for some time.
No, I'm asking if you know where he lives. I don't know where he lives.
She looks left and she looks right again, and she goes, do not discuss this with my husband. Do not discuss this with anyone.
Okay.
I am particularly interested in where Vasily might live. For in the many years that I have seen him, there are two things that you must know. The first is that he has no known. It's okay, it's called suspense.
I thought it was called dementia, but that's okay.
This is what we call suspense when we're old, yes?
Yeah.
So Vasily has been a long resident of this town, and I, as a barkeep, one of the most prominent, shall we say, well known, shall we say, most beautiful, almost even better than the backdrop of Tim McGurk. This is true.
Mhm.
I have never, ever had anyone who has gone to Vasily's house for dinner. Vasily has always gone to someone else's house for dinner.
Mm.
The second thing that you must know, for I said there were two.
Yes.
The second thing you must know is that Vasily
Are you okay?
I am okay. This is called dementia this time. Yes.
Skype frozen.
Hello,
Hello.
frozen. He said Vasily.
Mhm.
Vasily.
You know we can see your screen on your glasses, right? Like we can see you going shit,
No,
shit,
no, no,
shit,
no, no,
shit,
no, no,
shit.
no, 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 no. No, it's not shit, 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 shit. It's like, are you ready?
Building up to the story. Yep.
I'm ready.
Because it's like 10:30, so it's the end note. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Suspenseful.
Suspenseful. Stay awake, Tim. You'll be right. Vasily. Only drinks the Dragon Crush.
Ooh.
Dragon Crush wine.
And with that, we shall leave it until next week. Yeah?
You're so dramatic.
Thank you, one. Thank you all.
That's been great. Thanks, Doug.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
That was fun.
And so
Very
next week,
fun.
hopefully next week, depending on whether Maria loses her job conveniently for everyone else.
Sadly, probably
Right, that's a
not.
good thing.
Hopefully,
Probably not. So next time we play, hopefully in about 1 to 2 weeks' time, we shall catch up with Fisk of the First Cabin, getting a little bit of information about our good friend Lord Vasily, as the several 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 dark-haired women armed with pillows are heading upstairs, much to Tim's
Join the girls.
enjoyment.
Tim just went,
Wait,
wait, what?
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
So let's chat
Yeah.
when we can
Thank
next
you.
do a game. I'm pretty flex anytime really. So Maria, it's really going to be for after Saturday or Sunday night, yeah. So what about next
Yeah, for me,
Sunday
I'm
night?
gonna. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm good.
I might bail a bit early, but yeah.
What do you mean bail a bit early? What's going on Sunday night?
I'm up at work.
Oh, you're up at work.
Yeah. Not now, but as of Tuesday, I'm back up at work.
So next Sunday you'd be at work.
Yeah, I got 2 more. I got on Tuesday for 2 weeks.
Right. But so you could play Sunday night next week for say 2 hours. If we did 2 hours, like 7:30 or 9:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy.
Maddie, how are you?
Yep.
Oh,
What's your Sunday night?
I can make it work.
You and Nadia are
busy.
got some catch up plans or anything? You right?
No, Nadina and I are completely
Nadina.
free.
That's right, Nadina. What about you, Nikki? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine for Sunday.
Okay. Maria?
works for me.
And we really
Hey,
don't care about Byrne because he's turned into a rugby head. Like, what the fuck? I mean,
I know.
seriously. D&D or rugby. Like, that's a...
It was free alcohol, though. You have to give him a bit of a pass. Free food and free alcohol.
Gotta love a man in stubbies, eh, guys?
God.
That's good. That's good. All right. Cool.
Awesome. Thank
All
you
right,
very
dinner at
much,
the
everyone.
Wachter house is
Thank
complete.
you.
Thank you for that.
Great.
That was a. I can honestly say that the 4.5 hours that I prepared for the dinner party was well worth it. It's just like the most complicated D&D I've ever run in my life. Can I just say, if you
Really?
think
It seems
if you
complicated.
think it's complicated, oh my god, you're only getting like 1/3 of the complication. This is the best, and I got to say, so they're re-releasing Curse of Strahd, Wizards of the
Oh,
Coast.
okay.
So they're re-releasing it with a $99 coffin-shaped box, which I've immediately pre-ordered. Have you guys heard of Beetle and Grimm? Yeah, so Beetle and Grimm are a company that take D&D products and create these like boutique. They produce only 1,000 editions or like copies, and they like throw in a whole heap of shit. So like I've immediately pre-purchased a $700 like it's fucking ridiculous $700 Beetle and Grimm Curse of Strahd, because I reckon this is the best D&D module in my 35 years of D&D. Like it's just it's great. It's fucking
It's so
complicated.
much fun,
It's
isn't
fucking complicated.
it? Yeah, but it's
That's
good
gonna
though.
arrive at your house, and your wife's just gonna be like, "What the fuck did you do?"
Yeah, fortunately we have incredibly separate financial lives. So
So she'll never
yeah,
know.
that's right. She just her only concern is
Just
like,
don't
where does
mention
that
it to
shit fit?
Kelly.
Oh wait, hang on. You guys have got to see this. This is awesome. Just please bear with me for 2 seconds. Don't go yet. I've got to show you this because I bought this like 4 months ago and it never turned up. Right? Check this out. And when it did turn up, it looked nothing like. I'll just get it right.
Damn, why can't I
No, wait,
see?
it's coming.
You'll have to just. Oh.
It looked nothing like what I bought. So what I bought was Apollo 11 massive rocket launching with like the. Can you see it now? See it there? See that?
Yeah.
That
That's
is
sick.
sick. I
Yeah.
thought, fuck, that's like huge. It's got like the thrust exploding out of it.
Cool.
Everything is fucking great. So this box arrived. There's 455 pieces of Lego,
Ah,
an LED, and some
sick.
cotton wool. And I'm just like,
Cool.
you fuckers have ripped me unbelievably. Anyway, my son
Do you know?
came to the party and he built the Lego, and I super glued it to a glass and made the rocket look semi believable. And it actually isn't too bad up high in the distance. Anyway, there you go.
I think my mate actually got the same thing. I'm pretty sure.
It's, it,
A guy down in prison. He bought a big Lego rocket ship. I saw a picture of him posting it the other week. It was like this kind of big though, and he had half finished it. So look,
anyway, there it is.
is it quite big?
All right, you're allowed to go now. Sorry to keep you up, Maddie.
You're right.
You're looking particularly bored at the
Hey,
old person, like.
do you want can I show
Yeah,
you
yeah,
something
yeah.
that I'm really
Cool.
proud of? I showed everyone else already. I harvested nearly 30 kgs of this stuff
Oh my
yesterday.
god,
Hard
Yeah,
stuff.
it's pretty
that's
cool.
honey.
That's great.
How many bastings do you have?
None. That was out of 2 hives too. There was only 2 beehives. And that's not
Wow.
even everything out of them. Unreal.
Jesus.
All right, Nikki, what have you got to share?
Heaps of it.
Come on, there's got to be something between now and then.
Oh, gee.
Other than a great new
What have I got to
hairdo.
share? Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
that's
Show
Well,
and
after I
tell.
got my hairdo today, I went and fed my sister's cattle for her, so I'm surprised it survived that.
Sorry, my Skype
'Cause she's
was a little
in
bit
Roma.
broken there.
Roma.
You fed your sister to the cattle? No, that's okay.
No, I fed her
Right,
cattle.
okay, cool. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure that
So
I
I
wasn't
was like,
part of a crime.
this is a really good activity to be doing after going to the hairdresser. But it was quite fun.
That's farming,
That
eh?
is farming.
Yeah.
All right,
It's all
Maria,
Fleming Clads.
what's your achievement of the week?
My achievement of the week. I don't know if I've actually had one, Dunk. It's been just busy with work and masters. I don't think I've done anything interesting.
You woke up at some point? Surely that's got to be interesting.
Yeah, I managed to get eye drops into Bandit's infected eye without losing an arm.
There we go.
So that's
there
a
it
win.
is right there. That's fantastic.
That's my win for
All
the
right,
week.
Maddie, over to you. You've got to beat eye drops into the cat.
I've been fighting with my university, and I got a monsters manual.
Cool.
You got a monster manual.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So what have you got? What actually books have you got? Is that 5th edition Monster Mania? So
Yeah.
right, we can totally expect you to be metagaming next time we play. Okay, cool.
Oh, can I show you my little collection that I've started since we started playing? This is what I've got. This is what I've got since we started playing.
Have you got a player's handbook, Maddie? Okay.
Yeah.
I got 2 copies because I bought one for Brooke because I thought she was going to play, but she doesn't use it. So.
Awkward.
And then I got
Monster Manual.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And then I got
Xanathars.
Oh, that's smart. I got that too. Those are the same 3 I've got.
And then I got.
Ooh, I haven't got that. You have been busy.
Wow, you're fully kitted.
I don't have one of those. Ooh. Mordekainen's Tomb of Foes. Dragon Heist.
If you pull down Curse of Strahd, then that's going to explain a lot, and you'll immediately be burnt.
Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
I haven't got that yet. And I bought a
DM screen. Yep.
A screen.
Nice.
And that was the first thing I ever bought.
The start of that.
The Essentials kit is so much better, I must admit.
I know, that's how we met, Duncan. You were telling me to buy the Essentials kit, and it was pretty much out of stock everywhere. And so I got that, and then I should have got the Essentials kit.
Kit's cool. Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, that's good. That's cool.
Wow.
Dad spent a ridiculous amount of money on all this shit. He's just bought some, like, actual 1st edition Monsters Manual from some dude in France.
That's cool.
Because he had one back in the day and it got stolen.
That's cool.
And
I totally
so
get
now...
it. Your father and I talk about it. Like we have spent like I've spent a lot of money on this shit. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I've got that one.
That's amazing.
But it doesn't matter. Like, you know, your dad's doing okay. You know, he's paying the bills. He's got cat food, you know. So whatever spare he's got, he's spending on that shit. This is like pretty much my philosophy as well. Although I did do a, Kickstarter that was like unbelievably successful. It funded me for the rest of my entire life of nerdism. But, yeah.
That's good though. You need to do another Kickstarter.
What
do you mean? Do you not know my Kickstarter? Oh my god.
No.
Yeah, I did a Kickstarter. So I went to Europe with my son 2 years ago, and I think Maria, I asked you, do you remember Alistair Borisow? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I met Alistair in this.
By the way, Doug, you should be plugging this at the start of every single game that tracking on YouTube. Go on.
Yeah, so Alistair, we went and visited Alistair and Tanya Borisow, and my son and I were like in the spa and with Al, and anyway, we're talking about stuff, and Will comes up with, we should do this with dice and with this and this and this. I said, that's a pretty good idea, and so that was his entire contribution to the Kickstarter, because then he went back to school and just like completely lost fucking interest. But I thought, this is a pretty good idea, and so I worked on that, and we did this Kickstarter. And we worked out that we needed, because it sort of got a bit carried away with the this, and this. And we worked out we need $20,000 worth of pre-sales to make it work. And so that's pretty high in the Kickstarter world. And pretty much we hit that target in 2.5 days. And there's one of our chests. Chests. Thank you, Maria.
Cool.
And I've got the thing that you brought me.
And so we raised $140,000, of which,
wow.
Yeah.
So sick.
Yeah,
Cool coins.
we minted our own
Ooh.
metal and plastic coins.
Well,
Yeah.
minus lid. I don't know what I've done.
Gemstones.
Some gemstone thingies too.
Dice.
Yep.
Tress with a dice throwing
Yep.
tray. And yeah, we did this Kickstarter, and we basically raised $140,000, of which pretty much about 40% was pure profit. And yeah.
Jeez
And
Louise, that's awesome.
And so,
But this is
Maddie,
cool
here's
because you've
the
got
thing.
Travis's
Oh yeah, that's our party. That was our party.
Aww.
Travis's cartoon on the
And
front.
so here's the thing: is I go to my at the time 14-year-old son, and I go, "So how much money do you reckon we'll make out of this, son?" He goes, "Oh, I reckon we'll make $500, Dad." And I go, "Yep, that's probably right."
And here's your 250, Will.
Let's bank
that
motherfucker.
sunshine.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I'm
Oh my
still
God.
literally spending it today. We went to our trip to the US. We went to Disneyland and played D&D with Ernie Gygax, and so Gygax's son in Gygax's house. You know, met Mike Carr, the editor of the DM's Guide, and all that sort of like the whole shebang that we did. We funded through, or I funded through our Kickstarter. Yeah, awesome.
Have you still got the online
No,
shop,
I've pulled
Dunk?
it down, and I've got the last of the stock being sent back. So what I will do is Maddie, Tim, and Nikki, I will organise for you guys to get a copy. Well, not a copy, but a selection of stuff from the Kickstarter, because I'm getting it all the remaining stuff shipped back home now. So it'll be a couple of months.
Yeah,
So,
sick.
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah, also, yeah.
Yeah,
Just let me know.
Johnny Walker, single.
Are you going to try and sell it off to the local stores, Duncan?
Look, I mean, literally, to be perfectly honest, I've made a lot of money out of it. I already don't have any debt, and I've already okay, So I'd actually rather give it to people, or do that that makes me feel better. So
Okay.
yeah, So no.
Well, I'll give you some honey if you want.
Give Rachel the honey. She's into
That
all that
trade.
shit.
Sweeten the deal.
I've just returfed where those fucking chickens were for 3 months. So
How's my chickens? I just have been saying to Brooke,
Poor
we
chicken.
do need to get rid of these because we're not on a massive block. It's all Sir Walter here.
yeah,
Like
we've
I've
got
laid
all
all
Sir
Sir
Walter.
Walter.
I've now
and
got
they
new
have
Sir
started-
Walter, and they had to dig this much dirt out to bloody relay it
Oh,
after
fuck.
those wonderful, beautiful individuals called the chickens have finally
ours
moved
are
on.
catching
They
up
went to
with yours
They
now.
went to a new family, Steggles.
Oh my God.
This is why we need to look at an
No, they
acreage.
didn't go to
Like,
Steggles,
Oh.
Maddie. They went out to the friend, the guy who works for Rachel's dad. He had 30 chickens 3 weeks ago. Now he has 6 because a fox got in, not a wolf. Yeah.
Oh God. So your
No,
chicken
no.
dead anyway.
Sorry, we replaced we doubled we sent them 3 chickens. So they got 6 or 9 or something. I don't know.
Yeah. My boyfriend, his uncle just slaughtered all his goats, which he had to tell me about today before I saw them in person and go, "Where are the goats?" And he goes, "Oh, by the way, my uncle sold the goats." And I was like, "What?"
So
I was like, "No, he didn't sell them. He was going to eat them. He named them. What are you talking about?" And he goes, yeah, they misbehaved and now they're gone." And I was like, "Oh my God." And he goes, "Yeah, anyway, my grandparents are coming over for a barbecue today." And I was like, "If you eat goat, I swear to God, I'll kill you."
So I think the lesson of that is, Maddie, is don't misbehave. Otherwise, we'll be down a player.
Yeah. Hey, Dunk, do you drink Jura whiskey?
Hang on.
Drink Jura. Do you like Jura?
Yeah, absolutely.
Any of the Jura ones? I might have a field trip up there soon because I'm working on a site up that way. And it was one of those things of, how do you feel about having to go and do all this educational stuff and help with supply chain stuff and talks and meet people? It'll be around Islay, Jura, west coast of Scotland. Oban, and I'm like,
I have a Jura and an Oban over there in my whiskey stand. Can I say that, like, I went to the doctor last week?
Nice.
Last week, yeah, for my annual sort of, like, am I still, predominantly human? Yeah, it's like full service and overhaul. Yep. Like, so they suck blood out and all that sort of shit, And like I'm literally thinking, right, fuck, I've just skimmed this for 52 years. Like, I have just,
it's a matter of time.
Like, this has got to be it. Like, I've pretty much, I've because of what I do nowadays, I don't have to like do all the like running and stabbing people shit anymore. So I just like got a bit lazy in the last few years, and like sort of like, okay, so all right. Okay, it's going to be bad. Brace. And they go, okay, yep, looking pretty good. Yeah, your liver's, slightly above, very mildly above the normal range. Your cholesterol's very mildly above nothing to worry about, nothing I would. And I'm just thinking, and he goes like, how much do you drink? And I go, oh, well, not much really, Not that I'm going to tell you.
Compared to,
it's like I've got a mild, so like we'll just keep going with that shit, See you next year, doc.
If it ain't broke.
So yeah, like surprising. Apparently I live, so that's pretty good. Yeah.
That's a good thing.
That's a good story.
I beg your pardon?
Live to DM another day.
That's a good story. I'm glad you're alive.
Yeah. Listen, 20-year-old. When you add another 32 years to that, you'll just be glad you're alive too. Yeah.
I kind of focused on the glad he's not doing the stabby other people bit.
It's like my chiropractor. I've started going to a chiropractor because like I was looking in my mirror and I was like a bit hunched, and I thought, right, I gotta sort that shit out. So I go to my chiropractor and he's like, and I said, and he wants to ask me what I do, and I go, well, just stuff, mate, doesn't matter, just contractor, consultant, whatever. And he goes, oh, it's okay, And it's like, and then he's like, and I go, you realise I had like a pen, and I go like, you hurt me, I will stab you in the fucking eye with the pen. I just want to establish this really clearly right up front. He goes, that's very funny. I'm not joking. I will stab you in the eye if you hurt me. I have the pen. It's in my hand. And he's like, he didn't know how to take it, and it's like, and I'm just like looking at him like I do when I'm DMing, and I'm like, not, yeah, and I just go like,
yeah.
And he's like, he's from Denmark, and I'm just like, yeah, I'll stab you in the eye. And ever since then, he's been very gentle with me. It's been amazing.
He goes, it's all right, Duncan, relax. And he just twists your neck, and all of a sudden you fall and you're twitching.
Yeah, no, he's done that. He's I've got to say, I think he's more nervous than I am, which is the way I want it, because like literally I have this like thing that I wear, ID and all that sort of shit, but I have like a metal pen, like in there, and it's like I'm just like
Parker
lifted it up and said, no, that's okay. You do what you got to do, but just remember, if you hurt me, I will stab you in the eye. and he's like tried to make it a joke, and I'm just going, no, I'm serious. I'll stab you in the eye if you hurt me.
I'm surprised it's a pen and not a pocket knife. Like, don't you have like some random hidden knife on you at all times?
Random hidden knives like lead to police prosecution, whereas a pen is like, well, this is the only thing I could reach, officer.
What about 100 small parts all over your body and hidden pockets to put together to create some kind of rifle, eh? Yeah. Anyway, good story.
Anyway, I better go. I got to do an assignment before Monday, and I kind of need to start.
All right.
All right.
I kind of started, but it's a socialist left rant, and now I need to turn it into an assignment.
Don't be a socialist left rant, Maria. Come on.
No, just go with that.
No.
Yeah, my
lecture.
I'll send you a MAGA hat. I'll send you a MAGA hat.
See you guys.
See you guys. Cheers. Bye.
That was great. Thanks.
Bye.
Ciao.